Chapter 940 An Opportunity Falls from the Sky. Please subscribe. Can I take away the treasures from the human civilization treasury? Lin Yuan couldn't help but hold his breath. Take away, as mentioned by the Shenyuan Supreme, probably does not require any merit points. It means he can take them as needed. One must know that human civilization is the peak of all races. The treasury of human civilization has recorded many 12-star rare treasures. Yes, as long as you find it necessary, you can directly transfer them, nodded the Shenyuan Supreme. Thank you, Supreme, said Lin Yuan. Although most treasures in the human civilization's treasury are of little use to Lin Yuan, the resources to cultivate the body of Shenhuang to level 11 perfect? Even if he drained all the resources of the entire universe, it would still be far from enough. The entire treasure trove of human civilization is nothing but a drop in the bucket to him. But the Shenyuan Supreme is unaware of this. Since Shenyuan Supreme has said so, he must be prepared for a significant shrinkage in the rare treasures of the human civilization's treasury. As long as you can successfully enter the 12-star level, whatever the cost to our human civilization, it will be worth it, said the Shenyuan Supreme. In planning on making my ultimate breakthrough after some time, Lin Yuan nodded, feeling the expectation that Shenyuan Supreme had for him. Before making the ultimate breakthrough, remember to use the few protective treasures in the treasury, reminded the Shenyuan Supreme. In the treasury of human civilization, there exist some treasures that aid in making the ultimate breakthrough, like the source of the universe previously obtained by Lin Yuan, which can increase the timeline foundation of the world within his body. There are also other treasures similar to the source of the universe that those 11-star perfect ancient gods in the depths of cosmic starry skies desire immensely. Previously, the Tuoba ancient god would rather offend Lin Yuan, an exceptional talent of human civilization, in the hopes of extorting one such rare treasure. Understood. Lin Yuan nodded. After being promoted to level 11 citizen, Lin Yuan's personal authority reached the highest in human civilization, enabling him to view any treasure information. Also, when you're ready for the ultimate breakthrough, make sure to tell us so we can guard against those alien 12-star beings, the Shenyuan Supreme said. The transition from level 11 to 12-star, after the ultimate leap, means that one's life essence and everything about oneself step out of the river of time and can't be interfered with or affected, even by the Supreme. However, before that, enduring the infusion of the Chaos Void origin, if the 12-star ultimate discovery is made in time, it's still possible to have an influence on it. Of course, it's only a possibility. But Lin Yuan is crucial to human civilization, so naturally, the Shenyuan Supreme wants to eliminate all possibilities. Sure. Lin Yuan nodded. When advancing to the 10th and 11th levels, there were Supremes protecting him. It will be no different when attempting to reach the 12-star level. Then continue your cultivation, and if you have any requests, just speak to me or Xia Qin, said the Shenyuan Supreme before ending the video call. The ultimate breakthrough? Lin Yuan sat cross-legged, beginning to browse through the many treasures in the human civilization treasury. Ordinary rare treasures, even those of the 12-star level, had little effect on Lin Yuan. Lin Yuan mainly focused on the treasures mentioned by the Shenyuan Supreme that aid in the ultimate breakthrough. These rare treasures. Lin Yuan glanced over them and shook his head slightly. The rare treasures in the human civilization that aid in the ultimate breakthrough would surely be a godsend to any ordinary 11-star perfect powerhouse. But to Lin Yuan, they had almost no effect. The support treasures for the ultimate breakthrough also come in different grades, with the heart of spacetime left by the Moyu Tower Master being of the highest grade, while others like the source of the universe are of medium grade. The normal probability for an 11-star being to make the ultimate breakthrough ranges from 1 in 10,000 to 1 in a million. In such cases, even the lowest grade of ultimate breakthrough aiding treasures can have a substantial impact. But Lin Yuan? His chances of making the ultimate breakthrough might probably be as high as 95 or even 97 to 98%. With Lin Yuan's accumulated foundation, even the highest grade support treasures like the Heart of Spacetime would have limited effect on him, and the other auxiliary treasures in the treasury would not be much help at all. It's not hard to go from 1 in 10,000 to 2 in 10,000, but going from 98% to 99 is as hard as ascending to the heavens. In fact, even among those 11-star beings in the Chaos Void with immense backgrounds, the probability of making an ultimate breakthrough does not exceed 20%. Lin Yuan's ability to reach 95% is solely due to his understanding of the chaos rule and the seventh realm of spacetime, among other factors. Let these auxiliary rare treasures be left for the later evolutionaries attempting the 12-star breakthrough. Lin Yuan thought to himself. Virtual world. Lin Yuan was having a casual chat with his parents and his sister Lin Yi. Brother, have you heard? The Martial Tao evolutionary pathway is now ranked 5th among the human civilization's evolutionary pathways. The origin planet of the Martial Tao lineage is even Kanglan Star, Lin Yi said excitedly. The hottest topic in human civilization currently is definitely the Martial Tao evolutionary pathway. Merely an 11-star evolutionary pathway, and yet it ranks 5th among humans, surpassing the 4 great supreme pathways. Even the most ordinary citizens are aware of what this means. Lin Yi felt the same way. Initially, Lin Yuan had asked her if she wanted to pursue the path of Martial Tao evolution, but Lin Yi didn't like the evolutionary pathways that required close-quarter combat and eventually chose the remote attack pathway of psychic evolution. As it turned out, Lin Yi's judgment was not quite up to par. Lin Yuan smiled. Not only did Kanglan Star produce a peerless evolutionary genius like me, but it also has the Martial Tao evolutionary pathway, TSK. Lin Yi spoke with a tone of surprise, finding it too much of a coincidence. It is somewhat coincidental. Lin Yuan smiled faintly. In his heart, he had already predicted that some might connect him with the founder of the Martial Tao evolutionary pathway. Under normal circumstances, as a peerless evolutionary genius, Lin Yuan became a level 11 evolver in less than a millennium, an invincible level 11 who overwhelmed and crushed the peak powers of other factions. That identity just did not match with that of a pathway founder. The creation of an evolutionary pathway requires a vast expenditure of time and effort. Merely being an unmatched level 11 evolver in less than a millennium is extraordinary enough, but the identity of the founder of the Martial Tao pathway. Even though both originated from Kanglan Star, initially no one connected the two. But as time passed, with the Martial Tao pathway improving its rank and Lin Yuan's continuous promotion, within human civilization, evolutionists began to associate Lin Yuan with the founder of Martial Tao. Now that the Martial Tao evolutionary pathway has become the 5th pathway of human civilization, coupled with Lin Yuan's performances in the super large-scale battlefields. Even without inquiring, Lin Yuan knew that the rumors linking him and the founder of Martial Tao were growing. However, Lin Yuan wasn't too concerned about this. At his current level, even if he were to reveal his identity as the founder of Martial Tao, so what? With strength not inferior to that of the normal path-splitting realm, he could hardly die within this universe. Brother, what are you looking at? Seeing Lin Yuan gazing into the distance, Lin Yi couldn't help but ask curiously. Looking at what? Lin Yuan smiled faintly. I'm looking at what lies beyond the universe. Beyond the universe? Lin Yi blinked. Up till now, there were many areas within the human civilization territory that she didn't even know about, let alone beyond the universe. Beyond the universe. Chaos Void. Lin Yuan, with an avatar condensed from Chaos Chi, slowed to a halt. I have finally escaped the influence of the universe. Lin Yuan looked back, and at this moment, his home universe had shrunk to the size of a fist. Unknowingly, Lin Yuan had already left his home universe far behind. Even within the Chaos Void, universes are vast celestial bodies, and each universe influences a large surrounding area. And now, Lin Yuan felt completely free from the influence of the main universe. The flow rate of time has changed. Lin Yuan concentrated on his senses, comparing with his true self's primordial spirit. The place he was in now had a slower flow of time, roughly at a ratio of 1 to 300 in comparison with the time flow inside the universe. In other words, 300 years pass in the main universe, and only 1 year goes by in the Chaos Void. The flow of time, the time flow rate in the Chaos Void is similar to that in that origin world. Lin Yuan thought to himself. After reaching the 7th realm, 33 world coordinates appeared within the depths of the Myriad Realms Gate, each of them connecting to vast and expansive origin worlds. The first origin world explored by Lin Yuan had a time flow rate ratio of 1 to 300 compared to the main universe. Could the chaos void and that origin world be on the same level? Through the time flow rate ratio, Lin Yuan could make some deductions. Of course, these are just conclusions and not necessarily the truth. The time flow rate can only reflect the relative height of the world's level to a certain extent and is not absolute. Continue exploring then. Sar the novel _fire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Lin Yuan chose a direction and vanished, appearing millions of light years away in an instant. Chaos void is boundless and immense. Even with millions of light years traversed, the scenery around Lin Yuan had not changed, and likewise, no change was visible in the main universe behind him. The rules of the chaos void are more complete. The pressure to mobilize these rules will be greater. As he explored, Lin Yuan carefully perceived. If the many rules of the main universe are like an iron rod, then the rules of the chaos void are comparable to a heavenly pillar. Swinging an iron rod as opposed to a heavenly pillar naturally presents a chasm of difficulty. Therefore, in the chaos void, the destructive power of the strong ones from the main universe would greatly diminish. Of course, the more complete and vast chaos void provides a higher ceiling for any strong being. At least within the chaos void, stepping into the dominion realm is somewhat easier than within the confines of the universe. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Lin Yuan's form continuously disappeared and reappeared, crossing great distances. The chaos rules outside of the seventh realm of spacetime allowed him to move through the chaos void with ease. Boom boom boom. Suddenly, Lin Yuan halted, turning his gaze towards a certain direction. A shooting star was rapidly falling from above, predicted to pass by Lin Yuan's current location. Lin Yuan observed the shooting star. There are fluctuations of an item's aura. Does it contain many 12-star rare treasures? Could my luck really be this good? Lin Yuan quietly mused, just casually sending out an avatar for exploration and encountering a chance event of treasures falling from the sky. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 941 Taiyuan Relic. Please subscribe. Gazing at the meteor rushing toward him, Lin Yuan's eyes shone brightly. Though the chaos void contains countless opportunities, it is extremely rare, like in Lin Yuan's case, to have fortune hurl itself at him not long after beginning his exploration. It is indeed exceedingly uncommon. Since the birth of the universe where human civilization resides, there have been numerous occasions where treasures and rare legacies have fallen from the eternal spatial rift. That is because the universe itself, within the depths of the chaos void, is akin to a massive celestial body, invisibly influencing the space-time of the vast surrounding area. Any object passing nearby will be drawn by the universe's own gravity, eventually falling through the eternal spatial rift into the universe. Given the enormous size of the universe and the passage of enough time, it is only normal for it to net some of the treasures drifting in its vicinity. But Lin Yuan? Compared to the main universe, he is far too insignificant, making the probability of randomly encountering such a treasure incredibly low. According to the trajectory of this meteor, it will pass close to the main universe. At that time, it might be influenced by the main universe and, after billions of years, plummet into one of the eternal spatial rifts, becoming an opportunity descended from outside the universe. Lin Yuan thought to himself that, in some ways, he was now intercepting the ultimate opportunities within the main universe. Let's try to stop it ahead of time. Lin Yuan carefully observed the meteor. There are flows of formation energy. This meteor must be the dwelling of some powerful being. It is true that in the chaos void, there are naturally occurring powerful formations. But the might of these types of killing formations is extraordinarily great, and the formation energy within the meteor is far inferior to those spawned by chaos. Therefore, Lin Yuan deduced that this meteor is likely the dwelling of some formidable entity, as formations laid out by hand are typically used as dwellings. The owner of the dwelling must be gone. Lin Yuan drew more conclusions. If the owner of the dwelling were still there, he wouldn't be able to see this meteor at all. Any dwelling would certainly value secrecy and would usually be tucked deep within multiple layers of spacetime. Even those rare moving dwellings would try their best to conceal their aura. The chaos void might hold countless opportunities, but it also contains many dangers. During his exploration, this avatar of Lin Yuan was also extremely cautious. The onrushing meteor, with its aura exposed, shows that it is not being controlled by anyone. The vortex of spacetime. With a flicker of thought, Lin Yuan started to perceive the seventh realm of spacetime, attempting to halt the meteor on its predicted path. As an avatar, there's not much Lin Yuan can do. To directly block the meteor, at its current speed, Lin Yuan's avatar would likely be instantly obliterated upon impact. He could only attempt indirect obstruction, influencing the meteor as it flew along its path. This method wouldn't stop the meteor quickly, but it can effectively slow it down, which is quite safe. The speed has decreased, Lin Yuan felt certain, his biggest concern being that the current attempts of using the spacetime vortex would not affect the meteor much. But now, it seems the effect is quite significant. It is also because the power of spacetime controlled by Lin Yuan's seventh realm is abundant. If it were those at the 12-star ultimate level within the main universe, relying only on the intuition of the sixth realm of spacetime, the influence on the meteor would be much less. According to the current rate, at most in half a day, the meteor will come to a complete halt. Lin Yuan thought to himself, swiftly controlling the power of spacetime to obstruct the meteor. Half a day later, the swiftly approaching meteor gradually slowed down and finally came to a gentle stop before Lin Yuan. Standing nearby, Lin Yuan could finally see the full view of the meteor, which is a massive island with a diameter exceeding 10 million miles from the outside. In the center of the island stands a palace, surrounded by rolling mountains and continuous lakes. 18 12-star mystical trees? Lin Yuan noticed at once, nearby the central palace, trees with the aura of 12-star level swaying in the breeze. The fruits growing on the branches emitted powerful energetic auras. Struck gold. A smile appeared on Lin Yuan's face. Compared to 12-star weapons materials and such, these 12-star mystical trees that can bear spirit fruit are akin to money trees, producing highly valuable spirit fruit at regular intervals. Besides these 18 mystical trees, the island itself is also a rare material. Even though it is just at the threshold of the 12-star level, the quantity is substantial, a full 10 million miles in circumference. The control core of this dwelling should be within that palace. Lin Yuan paid no heed to the 18 mystical trees surrounding the palace. The remnants of spacetime power near these trees were likely left by the owner of the dwelling. The simplest way to get past these spacetime barriers is to refine the control core of the island. Thus, the entire island would fall under Lin Yuan's control. Let's go. Sir the Oval Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Lin Yuan split himself in two. Being an avatar formed from chaos chi, as long as he split off another sliver of spiritual will, he easily created a new avatar. Without knowing whether there were dangers within the palace, it was natural for Lin Yuan to make an extra preparation. Whoosh! The avatar Lin Yuan had split off descended onto the island, making its way toward the central palace. This palace does not seem to have any obstructions. Lin Yuan sized up the palace, cautiously observed for a while, and then walked in. The palace was vast, and Lin Yuan swiftly toured it, finally arriving at a certain inner temple. Here a 12-edged crystal stone was suspended, seemingly the convergence point of the entire giant island's energy. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 942 Taiyuan Relic. Please subscribe. _2" This must be the control core of the cave dwelling. Lin Yuan thought to himself as he immediately began to try touching and refining the crystal stone. Right at this moment, boom! The entire palace suddenly rumbled. The originally tranquil 12-sided crystal stone started to glow. An invisible aura converged, forming a round and rawly figure. This figure had short limbs, looking like a meatball with round goggling eyes. Once the figure appeared, it stretched lazily and looked towards Lin Yuan. Sarch *the Nelfer. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Is this the master of the cave dwelling? Lin Yuan was incredibly cautious at heart, ready to disperse this incarnation at any moment. Don't worry, my true self died a long time ago. What remains here is just a brand. The round and Raleigh figure spoke, using the universal language of the chaos void. Even without having learned it, one could understand and communicate with it spontaneously. I've seen the senior, Lin Yuan immediately said. A so-called brand is hardly even a spirit or will, it's merely a piece of information, a trace that's left behind. Ah, if only I had known not to go to those Taiyuan ruins. Sure enough, my true self didn't make it out alive. The round and Raleigh figure sighed and muttered to itself. Taiyuan ruins? Lin Yuan listened from not far away, and a surge of turmoil arose in his heart. Even having never left the main universe, he had heard of the name of the Taiyuan ruins, a notorious dangerous place in the chaos void, and of course also one of the greatest opportunities. The extraterrestrial aurora that had previously fallen into the main universe, as well as that white paper, originated from the Taiyuan ruins. Many opportunities and legacies within the main universe have mentioned the name of the Taiyuan ruins. But I still couldn't help myself. After all, there exists traces near to a perfect time being. I was trapped at the peak of the sovereign realm for dozens of cosmic eras. If I obtained some opportunities inside, I would have had a complete hope to step into the chaos realm. The round and Raleigh figure talked to itself, its words tinged with regret. The peak of the sovereign realm? Lin Yuan inwardly gasped upon hearing this. The 12th rank is divided into 3 levels: path splitting, sovereign, and chaos. The peak of the sovereign realm, even in the chaos void, is considered a powerful being. In the profound Shenhuang lineage, during the heyday of the magic Jade Tower, there were only so many powerful beings at the peak of the sovereign realm. But that such a powerful being had died in the Taiyuan secret realm. Lin Yuan couldn't believe that a being of this level didn't have any life-saving means. Even if their true form perished, it would be very difficult to die completely, but according to the round and Raleigh figure's implication, it apparently had indeed died completely. Successor, which chaos era is it now? The round and Raleigh figure looked at Lin Yuan and said, "Which chaos era?" Lin Yuan was slightly stunned and hesitated for a moment before replying, "Senior, I am not sure." Having stepped out of the main universe not long ago, he naturally didn't know what time period the chaos void was in. "You don't know?" The round and Raleigh figure's brow furrowed slightly. Almost any life from the chaos void would basically know about the chaos era. Lin Yuan didn't know? "I am not a being born in the chaos void. Rather, I come from a universe." Lin Yuan thought for a moment and spoke the truth. "From a universe?" The round and Raleigh figure's expression was puzzled. "Did your universe undergo a great destruction?" "Not yet," Lin Yuan said. "It hasn't been greatly destroyed. How did you leave?" The round and Raleigh figure looked carefully at Lin Yuan, its expression becoming more and more surprised. "Have you reached the 7th realm in the comprehension of space-time?" TSK, no wonder you can send out an avatar to explore the chaos void. Only with such advanced comprehension of space-time could you know this avatar of yours. Is it condensed from chaos chi? Have you grasped the chaos rule? The round and Raleigh figure was dumbfounded. As a powerful being at the pinnacle of the sovereign realm, it certainly knew how beings inside universes operated. Even at the 12th rank, one likely wouldn't live beyond a cosmic era. Because when a cosmic era ends, 12th rank mighty beings must experience the great destruction along with the universe. A typical path-splitting 12th rank would have to die in large numbers just to get through it, to formally enter the chaos void. And Lin Yuan has yet to experience the great calamity of destruction, yet his understanding of spacetime has reached the 7th realm, and he's even comprehended the chaos rule. The former is easy to explain, but the latter, to comprehend the chaos rule, is one of the most difficult thresholds when a ruler steps into the chaos realm. It was precisely for the chance to comprehend the chaos rule that he ventured into the Taiyuan ruins. "I was rather lucky and happened to comprehend it." Lin Yuan hesitated for a moment before speaking up. The plump figure saw that Lin Yuan's understanding of spacetime had reached the 7th realm, which did not surprise him. After all, the spacetime rule he deployed to stop the island just now belonged to the spacetime rule of the 7th realm. It was evident when the plump figure at least resumed control over the island. According to the information left by the profound Xianhuang lineage and the magic Jade Tower, comprehending the 7th realm of spacetime is exceptionally rare for the beings within the universe, but somewhat easier within the chaos void. Normally, a peak expert of the path-splitting realm would have the hope of reaching the understanding of the 7th realm of spacetime. For a ruler, their understanding of spacetime starts at the 7th realm, but the chaos rule? That is quite rare indeed. Many peak rulers have not grasped it. Within one cosmic era, merely at the path-splitting realm, to have comprehended the chaos rule. Incredible, truly incredible. The plump figure fell silent for a moment, his face revealing an expression of astonishment. In fact, if he knew that Lin Yuan was merely at the 11th layer and not at the 12th layer of the path-splitting realm, he would probably be even more astoundingly shocked. If it's said that reaching the understanding of the chaos rule at the path-splitting realm has some rumors in the vast chaos void, it's always been the protégés cultivated by the peak beings of the chaos realm with endless efforts. Then comprehending the chaos rule at the 11th layer would completely surpass the understanding of the plump figure. Even existences like His Majesty Xianhuang, the Moyu Tower Master, had only heard of it. I never thought that I, Song Weiyang, having been dead for who knows how many eons, would still witness such a genius. The plump figure remarked with emotion in his voice. The lives he knew that had comprehended the chaos rule at the path-splitting realm were all cultivated with great effort by those chaos great saints. But Lin Yuan, the legacies accessible to the beings of the universe are extremely limited. Under such circumstances, to still have comprehended the chaos rule, the plump figure didn't know how to describe it. Lin Yuan listened in silence below without saying a word. Although he was only an 11th layer being, with a spirit and will reaching 40 million points, coupled with the enveloping chaos aura, it was very difficult for others to see through his actual realm. Within an era, at the level of the path-splitting realm, to comprehend the chaos rule, you should have a great chance of stepping into the chaos realm in the future, the plump figure Song Weiyang said. In fact, even those disciples cultivated by the chaos great saints wouldn't dare to claim they could surely enter the chaos realm. Comprehending the chaos rule is only one of the thresholds to step into the chaos realm. But Lin Yuan is different from those disciples. In Song Weiyang's view, Lin Yuan's potential was unfathomably higher than theirs, which was why he said there was a great hope for entering the chaos realm. The phrase, a great hope, was already the highest compliment from the plump figure. The chaos realm is too far away for me, Lin Yuan said beside. He's currently only at the 11th layer, head first need to step into the path-splitting realm. Too far. The plump figured Song Weiyang glanced at Lin Yuan. All right, let's talk about serious matters. The plump figured Song Weiyang composed himself. This cave dwelling is one of the 3 I often use for closed-door cultivation, holding 18 trees at the ruler level and 3 ruler realm secret treasures, as well as 1 chaos realm secret treasure. Besides, it contains many of the secret techniques I practiced. 3 ruler realm secret treasures? 1 chaos realm secret treasure? Lin Yuan inwardly exclaimed. Treasures at the 12th layer also come in various levels, ranging from low to high. Path-splitting weapons and treasures, ruler weapons and treasures, chaos weapons and treasures. The strongest weapons in the main universe 12th layer weapons are all path-splitting level weapons, and the clan suppression weapons of the peak clans are merely the peak path-splitting treasures or special path-splitting treasures. Logically speaking, since this cave dwelling holds many of my legacies and treasures, I would certainly choose an heir for myself, undergoing many trials, making numerous vows before I hand over everything to him. The plump-figured Song Weiyang paused for a moment before speaking in a complex tone. But I feel I'm not qualified to take you as my protégé. So, everything in the cave dwelling, I'll give it all to you. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 943 Overflowing Abundance. Please subscribe. Gifted to me? Lin Yuan looked at the round, corpulent figure. Everything on the island, the 18 dominating realm bizarre trees, 3 dominating realm secret treasures, and 1 chaos realm secret treasure all given to him? Ha 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 ha. If it weren't for the fact that most of the treasures were taken into the Taiyuan relic by my true body, what you could have received would be 10 times more. The round, corpulent figure, Song Weiyang, said nonchalantly. However, I have one request. The round, corpulent figure began. Please speak, senior. Lin Yuan immediately responded. If one day in the future you become a chaos great saint, could you go to a place and take on a disciple? The round, corpulent figure said. This is just a request, and if you aren't interested by then, you need not do it. Senior, you think too highly of me. Lin Yuan sighed. A chaos great saint? What is a great saint? Only the likes of His Majesty Shen Huang and Moyu Tower Master, who are at the pinnacle of the chaos realm, are qualified to be known as great saints. They are magnificent beings capable of pursuing a life near perfect time, with abilities that reach unimaginable extents. So much so that Lin Yuan suspects that these 2 great saints haven't completely perished. Otherwise, why has the Shen Huang evolutionary path not yet birthed a 12th layer? And as for the evolutionary path that Moyu Tower Master took, Lin Yuan still remains unaware, nor has the stone statue Shinji ever mentioned anything about the Moyu Tower Master's evolutionary path to Lin Yuan. This is just my request, but it is up to you whether you undertake it or not, said the round, corpulent figure Song Weiyang. Sar the Nell Fire. NT website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. All right, Lin Yuan nodded. If he really becomes a chaos great saint, traversing the chaos void will just be a thought away. Taking on a disciple wouldn't be difficult at all. Then all that I have is entrusted to you. The round, corpulent figure smiled. Then its entire form transformed into a strong light, as numerous pieces of information flooded into Lin Yuan's mind. 92 secret techniques? Are they all dominating realm secret techniques? Lin Yuan quickly absorbed all the information. Chaos Origin secret skills? The Chaos Origin secret skills, a unique secret technique obtained by Song Weiyang, can mask one's own aura, such that even strong beings of the chaos realm might not notice unless they observe carefully. The information left by Song Weiyang suggested that Lin Yuan first cultivate this Chaos Origin secret skills. After all, the occurrence of someone from the Tao realm deducing the chaos rule within the universe is too shocking. Lin Yuan, coming from within the universe and lacking any background, would likely attract attention from some chaos realm powerhouses once this gets out. Of course, some of these attentions might be well-meaning, but there could also be malice, and before growing up, Song Weiyang advised Lin Yuan to try his best to conceal this matter. The origin of chaos stones comes from chaos realm powerhouses refining massive amounts of chaos chi, and the chaos chi within the stones can be directly absorbed. Whereas the floating chaos chi in the chaos void contains various types of energy, even chaos realm powerhouses can't directly absorb it. It is precisely because of the inherent value of chaos stones that they serve as the circulating currency in the chaos void. Ordinarily, in the chaos void, 100 chaos stones can be exchanged for a regular path-splitting realm secret treasure. But the palace has over 10,000 chaos stones left. 10,000 plus chaos stones could purchase 100 regular path-splitting realm secret treasures, but still far from enough to buy even one dominating realm treasure. Hence Song Weiyang didn't mention it. I can feel that absorbing the chaos chi in the chaos stones would greatly assist the world inside me. Lin Yuan's eyes gleamed. Of course, currently being merely an incarnation, he couldn't bear to waste the chaos stones, planning to send them back to the main universe for his true body to try. This exploration of the chaos void has been of immense help to me. Lin Yuan looked energized, not to mention the 2 most precious dominating realm treasures and 1 chaos realm treasure, along with the 18 dominating realm mystical trees. Just those 7 supreme path-splitting realm weapons, along with 98 dominating realm secret techniques, had already greatly enhanced Lin Yuan's strength. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 944, The 12 Layers of Other Races. Please subscribe. The numerous weapons, treasures, and precious artifacts left by the Peak Dominator, Song Wei-yong, greatly benefited Lin Yuan. In fact, this cave dwelling itself is also a precious treasure. It may not be anything special for a dominator, but within the universe, it is the strongest war machine that acts without any inhibitions. Even those at the 12th layer's ultimate level can do nothing about it. Lin Yuan thought to himself, at least under the control of an owner, even if dozens of those at the 12th layer's ultimate level join forces, they cannot shake it. Of course, to activate such a massive object, the energy consumption would be terrifying, and a common path-splitting realm would definitely not be able to withstand it. Send this cave dwelling and the gains back to the universe immediately. Lin Yuan stepped out of the cave dwelling and appeared in the chaos void. With a thought, he once again split off another incarnation. Immediately under Lin Yuan's control, the island of thousands of miles in radius quickly shrank to the size of a palm and fell into the hands of the newly split incarnation. The chaos void was fraught with peril, and this incarnation that Lin Yuan sent out was prepared to disperse at any moment. Wuxia, the novel fire. Net ** website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Thus, having gained something, he saw to it that it should be sent back quickly. Not to send it back, what if he encountered danger and the incarnation perished? Wouldn't all these treasures be lost? The treasures left by the Peak Dominator Song Wei-yong are enough to make the ordinary dominators envious. For Lin Yuan, who just started exploring the chaos void, it is indeed the first gold. Swoosh! Under Lin Yuan's gaze, that incarnation quickly disappeared, heading back the way it came, rapidly approaching their home universe. Next, continue exploring. Lin Yuan was enthusiastic. For him at the moment, any little gain from the chaos void was satisfying, as it was his first exploration. Senior Song Wei-yong indeed left me a map of the chaos void, but right now without any specific reference points, the map won't mean much. Lin Yuan thought, first, find the nearest chaos continent, and with this chaos continent as a reference point, I can also know what's nearby. The chaos void map comes in two types. One is public, and the other is private. The latter is the map personally explored by each 12th layer powerhouse, not disclosed to the public, marked with many opportunities. The map left by Song Wei-yong is a private map, and the chaos continent. It is where many lives converge within the chaos void. Most chaos continents are formed later, created by chaos realm powerhouses as their own territories. There is strict order within the chaos continent, because only with order can it attract a continuous influx of powerhouses. Without order, what difference would there be from the chaos void? As long as I determine which the nearest chaos continent is, the map left by Senior Song Wei-yong becomes useful. Lin Yuan randomly chose a direction and quickly traveled through the void. Both Demon Jade Tower and Profound Shenhuang have left Lin Yuan maps of the chaos void. But both of these existed since ancient times. Even though the maps left behind far exceed the detail of Song Wei-yong's by many folds, they still do not hold much reference value. As cosmic eras pass by, even chaos continents governed by chaos realm powerhouses have their day of collapse. The regions marked on the map might not even exist now. Furthermore, the chaos void is too vast. Even someone as strong as a chaos great saint cannot explore it entirely. Even if the maps of chaos void left by Shenhuang and the Moyu Tower Master are still effective, whether they have markings of nearby areas is still questionable. Lin Yuan has seen the images of 33,333 Shenhuang secret realms created by Shenhuang. It was practically random development, and even Shenhuang himself might not know the locations of each Shenhuang secret realm. The Moyu Tower Master likely was similar. As a member of the Demon Jade Tower, Lin Yuan could vaguely sense the approximate location of the Demon Jade space in the Chaos Void, but it was only vague. Except for the direction, he was unclear about the distance. Compared to these two Chaos Great Saints, the map left by Song Wei-yong turned out to be the most useful because Senior Song Wei-yong was the weakest, and even if he perished, his cave dwelling wouldn't have gone far. And based on the traces of time passage marks on the cave dwelling, Lin Yuan judged that the uncontrolled time won't be too long, roughly 2 to 3 cosmic eras. 2 to 3 cosmic eras. For 12th-layer powerhouses in the Chaos Void, it's not considered too long. Cosmic Starry Skies. Lin Yuan sat cross-legged, with the 98 secret techniques left by Zhang Weiyang emerging in his mind. As of now, Lin Yuan has reached the pinnacle of the 11th layer, a true pinnacle. If not for his inner world still transforming, he would probably be preparing to break through to the ultimate. Therefore, Lin Yuan was quite free lately. Even the vast laws of the main universe and the Chaos Void could still help him, but his life level limited Lin Yuan's advancement. Merely at the life level of the 11th layer, even with an against heaven's understanding, he could not elevate his spacetime comprehension to the 8th realm, nor elevate the chaos rule to the 2nd realm. However, the newly acquired 98 secret techniques were quite a surprise for Lin Yuan. Secret techniques are not evolutionary pathways, and their cultivation requirements are not strict. Of the 98 Dominator-level secret techniques, 6 are suitable for me. Lin Yuan thought that most of the secret techniques required the path-splitting realm for cultivation. Only 6 could be practiced at the 11th layer. Of these 6 secret techniques, 3 are offensive techniques, 1 is a defensive technique, and the remaining 2 are supportive techniques. Basically, all could have a significant effect on the current Lin Yuan. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know, report, so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 945, The 12 Layers of Other Races. Please subscribe. _2" It is much simpler than the 3 Dao-protecting secret skills of the profound Shenhuang lineage. As Lin Yuan mused, he began to comprehend them deeply. Your insight is against the natural order. Comprehending the cycle of life and death seal. Reaching level 11 perfect layer. Your insight is against the natural order. Comprehending the Falcon God's Blade. Reaching level 11 perfect layer. Your insight is against the natural order. Comprehending the 9 refined featherkill. Reaching level 11 perfect layer. In less than a month, Lin Yuan managed to enhance all the secret techniques he could practice to their limits. Among my many techniques, the physical body divine ability, Rend Heaven, is the strongest. Lin Yuan assessed himself. Rend Heaven is an extreme offensive technique with no superfluous effects, simply tearing apart everything before one's eyes. However, there are some restrictions on activating this physical body divine ability, so it still needs the support of many other secret techniques. Moreover, Rend Heaven as Lin Yuan's ultimate trump card is definitely reserved for the last crucial moment. With Lin Yuan's current profound foundation, a single strike of Rend Heaven is powerful enough to unleash a might of 1 million or even several million points of combat strength. And this is the pure Rend Heaven, without the enhancement of any supreme weapons. Even the ultimate avatar of the 12th layer can be easily torn apart before me, and even if they were of the 12th layer, they would likely be injured if they took it head-on. Lin Yuan gained a rough understanding of himself. Of course, this is the Rend Heaven divine skill utilized by his true body. If it were performed by his 2 great primordial spirits, the power would likely be somewhat diminished. The vast battlefield. Sarch * the novel F. Iyer. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. An eternal spatial rift. A figure silently emerges. Every large battlefield is under the scrutiny of the ultimate peak of 12th layer, but this figure's aura merged with the depths of time and space, eluding even the perception of the ultimate apex of 12th layer. I have finally returned. The Taiyin primordial spirit appears, and with a wave of his hand retrieves the avatar that brought back many gains. In the Chaos Void, Lin Yuan always felt a sense of danger, but within the confines of the universe, his heart was sure. This place could be said to be absolutely safe. Those who are at the level of Sovereign Realm and Chaos Realm cannot invade a universe. The Chaos Void has nurtured universes upon universes, and to invade one is akin to defying the will of the Chaos Void. Let's go. The Taiyin primordial spirit directly enters the Shenhuang secret realm. In the deepest part of the secret realm, Lin Yuan's true body sits cross-legged. The Taiyin primordial spirit appears, with a palm-sized island floating before him. It is the cave mansion island of the peak sovereign realm powerhouse Zhang Weiyang. First, Let's refine the weapons of the path-splitting realm. Lin Yuan immediately took out the few weapons of the path-splitting realm from the cave mansion and began to refine them quickly. As for treasures of the sovereign realm and chaos realm, with Lin Yuan's current strength, he is not yet qualified to refine them. Treasures of the sovereign realm and chaos realm have already birthed a spirit, possessing the ability to revive and inhale and exhale autonomously. That piece of white paper originating from the Taiyuan relics contains a two-dimensional world within, capable of easily reducing everything nearby to lower dimensions. However, to reduce a sovereign realm treasure weapon to lower dimensions, the latter has a spirit and can resist and break free. A sovereign realm treasure weapon is already equivalent to half a living being. Therefore, the rare treasures within the two-dimensional world of the white paper are mostly of the path-splitting 12th layer, with not a single treasure from the sovereign or chaos realm. Next, Lin Yuan arrives at the cave mansion island and stands before the 18 peculiar trees. Each tree bears spirit fruits which contain tremendous energy. Lin Yuan picks all the spirit fruits and solemnly stores them away. These spirit fruits can be used for nourishment needed by the Shenhuang physique to enter the ultimate 12th layer of cultivation. Lin Yuan thought to himself. By now, he also knew how extremely difficult it was to cultivate the Shenhuang physique to level 12 perfect. The spirit of the Shenhuang secret realm had told Lin Yuan that a level 12 perfect Shenhuang physique could easily withstand the great destruction calamity of the universe. This was outright nonsense. If the Shenhuang physique reached level 12 perfect, such a degree of physical strength, even among the Chaos Great Saints, would be considered formidable, not to mention resisting a minor universal catastrophe. Such physical form wouldn't be affected in the slightest by the destruction of tens, hundreds, or even thousands of universes. Take it slow. Lin Yuan reined in his thoughts. Cultivating the Shenhuang physique to level 12 perfect required an abundance of resources, especially since Lin Yuan's foundational physical strength was extremely robust, necessitating even more resources than a typical level 12 perfect Shenhuang physique. But the chaos void is boundless and contains infinite resources. As long as Lin Yuan is strong enough, one day he will gather the necessary abundance. These strange trees can absorb chaos chi on their own. Lin Yuan observed the 18 peculiar trees, noting that their roots penetrated the depths of space-time, imbibing massive amounts of chaos chi at every moment. The chaos chi of the chaos void is incredibly violent and disordered, containing immense energy, which is why chaos stones containing stable and pure chaos chi are used as currency. Even the powerhouses of the chaos realm dare not recklessly absorb the chaos chi from the chaos void. Yet these 18 peculiar trees at the pinnacle of the ruler realm can actually assimilate such chaos chi. Your comprehension defies the heavens. Observing the process of chaos chi assimilation enhances your perception of the essence of chaos chi. Lin Yuan watched carefully as the essence of each wisp of chaos chi unraveled in front of him. Is it a special life structure? Lin Yuan pondered to himself. He felt that if he continued to ponder, he would be able to absorb any chaos chi without any concerns, just like these 18 peculiar trees. In the dim grand hall, more than 10 beings of different races who had reached level 12 gathered once again. How's the investigation? The ultimate being of the prison tribe looked around and directly asked. Since they parted last time, the level 12 apexes returned to their respective races and began a thorough investigation into the pathway of Martial Tao evolution. If the information about the Martial Tao first tier chapter was true, it would cause irreversible effects on their peak tribal forces, as the rate at which high-level evolvers of human civilization were born would be terrifyingly high. According to my tribe's intelligence, the likelihood that the founder of the Martial Tao evolution pathway is the Galaxy Master is 95%. The ultimate being of the Tianyu clan spoke. Although the Galaxy Master is a peerless evolutionary genius and the path he's taken should be a complete and stable one, the fact that both the Galaxy Master and the Martial Tao evolution pathway originated from Kanglan Star cannot be overlooked. Moreover, every time the Galaxy Master was about to advance to a higher level, new chapters of Martial Tao evolution pathway would be uploaded, solidifying that the Galaxy Master was indeed the founder. The Galaxy Master is the founder of the Martial Tao evolution pathway. My tribe predicted this result hundreds of years ago, said the ultimate being of the Cosmos tribe. The other level 12 apexes also appeared calm, displaying no surprise. It was not just their peak tribes that had noticed. Even within human civilization, as the Galaxy Master rapidly grew stronger, 8th layer, 9th layer, 10th layer, voices linking the Galaxy Master with the founder of Martial Tao became louder and louder. Therefore, this matter was not a secret to the peak tribes. However, until the Martial Tao evolution pathway had ascended to the level 11 pathway, the apexes of the different races at level 12 didn't take this pathway seriously. Even if the Galaxy Master truly was the founder of this evolution pathway, whether or not he could leverage it to step into level 12 was still an unknown. Of course, besides that, there was also the matter of the Galaxy Master being too well protected by human civilization. In fact, since the Martial Tao evolution pathway uploaded the 10th tier chapter and became the 10th evolution pathway of human civilization, some ultimate level 12 beings of the different races began to sense that something was amiss. But human civilization protected the Galaxy Master too well, and even if a level 12 being from another race was willing to forsake their pride and attack covertly, there was no opportunity. Many considerations later, the Martial Tao evolution pathway advanced to the level 11 pathway, becoming the 5th evolution pathway of human civilization. Only at this moment did the level 12 apexes of different races realize the true potential and terror of the Martial Tao evolution pathway. Now it's not a matter of knowing or not, but how to deal with it. The Insect Queen furrowed her brows. The fact that the Galaxy Master was the founder of the Martial Tao evolution pathway was most troublesome for the insect race. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 946, Xia Qin, The Supreme Surprise. Please subscribe. What should we do? All the alien races at level 12 fell into silence. If the Galaxy Master were just an ordinary level 11, the ultimates of level 12 would have many strategies at their disposal. But on a super large battlefield, the Galaxy Master's power completely overshadows a regular level 11, and he can be considered the strongest level 11 since the birth of the universe. In light of this, dealing with the Galaxy Master is incredibly troublesome. After all, they are not facing just the Galaxy Master but also a human civilization and 9 peerless powerhouses of the same level. If the rules involved in the Martial Tao level 11 are true, it means the Galaxy Master has reached an inconceivable realm in understanding the rules. Such a life form, once successfully stepping into level 12, will quickly grow to the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm. By then, it won't be about how we deal with the Galaxy Master anymore, but how the Galaxy Master deals with us. The Prison Tribe Ultimate slowly spoke up. Honestly, if their tribal forces could produce a peak path-splitting realm powerhouse, their first action would be to sweep through all the major forces in the universe. However, the peak of the path-splitting realm is exceedingly difficult to reach. In dozens or hundreds of universes, there might only be one who can ascend to such a peak. Although the Robber Clan has 2 ultimates at the peak of the path-splitting realm, they are rejected by the will of the universe and dare not exert their full strength. Thus they don't count as normal peak path-splitting realm powers. Peak of the path-splitting realm? Human civilization. The expression of the Insect Queen darkened further. By then, the insect race would surely face severe suppression from human civilization. Just the thought of a peak path-splitting realm powerhouse wielding a clan suppression weapon is enough to terrify her. The Galaxy Master is already a perfect level 11, and his true body will definitely be protected by human civilization. How should we handle him? The Yu Clan Ultimate said. Even if they wanted to deal with the Galaxy Master now, they would have to assess whether they had the capability. Curse to kill? Level 12 Ultimates personally taking action could indeed curse and kill all avatars and true bodies of level 9 and 10 powerhouses, but since the Galaxy Master is level 11, even level 12 Ultimates could not curse him to death, no matter the cost. Actually, it's not like there's no way. The Prison Tribe Ultimate suddenly spoke, his gaze turning towards the Insect Queen. If I remember correctly, when a strange creature fell from outside the universe into it, didn't the Myriad Transformation Queen take a drop of blood from that strange creature? In the early stages of the universe's formation, a strange creature fell into it, almost causing a mass extinction of life. Only after many level 12 ultimates worked together did they manage to barely drive that strange creature out. This strange creature wasn't a normal life form, possessing only instinct and no consciousness. Life at level 12 from outside couldn't enter the universe. The strange creature had a powerful body that attacks at level 12 could hardly shake. But somehow the Myriad Transformation Queen managed to tear the creature's skin and obtain a drop of blood. That strange creature had a terrifying contamination ability. Its blood is something even we dare not touch. If we can locate an avatar or an incarnation of the Galaxy Master and contaminate it with the strange blood, even if the Galaxy Master does not die, he will be severely injured, which will then affect his potential to break through to level 12. The Prison Tribe Ultimate looked towards the Insect Queen. The rest of the level 12 Ultimates were slightly shaken upon hearing this. They were unaware of this, but since the Prison Tribe Ultimate was so certain, it must be true. Strange blood. The Insect Queen frowned. I need to speak to the Myriad Transformation about this. Among the insect race's queens, the Myriad Transformation Queen was the most powerful and ancient, holding the highest status. I hope the Myriad Transformation understands the bigger picture. The Prison Tribe Ultimate nodded and said. A moment later, the Insect Queen looked around at the other level 12 Ultimates. The Myriad Transformation is willing to take out that drop of blood. That's very good. The Prison Tribe Ultimate breathed a sigh of relief. When the strange creature fell into the universe, human civilization had not yet been born, so the supreme beings of human civilization did not know about this. The Prison Tribe Ultimate only knew about the actions of the Myriad Transformation Queen because of his abilities and brought it up today. However, that drop of strange blood is the source of endless chaos and contamination. The Myriad Transformation regards it as a treasure. She is willing to take it out, but it's not without reason. The Insect Queen suddenly said, whatever the Myriad Transformation's demands are, she can state them. The Prison Tribe Ultimate nodded. Don't worry. Whatever the Myriad Transformation needs, our clans will surely provide. The other level 12 Ultimates assured in succession. A moment later, the conditions were agreed upon by the level 12 Ultimates. Next, we just need to lock onto an avatar or incarnation of the Galaxy Master and use all our strength to suppress it, and then apply that drop of strange blood. The Insect Queen spoke up. Of course, the other level 12 Ultimates nodded. Just then, the always silent Robber Clan Ultimate spoke. My Robber Clan has no interest in the Galaxy Master of human civilization. We will withdraw from this operation. The Robber Clan is withdrawing? The many level 12 Ultimates were somewhat surprised. If a path-splitting realm ultimate were to emerge within human civilization, the Robber Clan would surely be affected. Human civilization would not specifically spare the Robber Clan. After all, a peak of the path-splitting realm meant invincibility within the universe, and other level 12 Ultimates could only avoid them. No need for further words. The Robber Clan Ultimate vanished instantly. These two old fellows have the realm of the peak of the path-splitting realm but such small courage. The Prison Tribe Ultimate frowned deeply. However, to deal with a Galaxy Master, our united forces are enough. The Insect Queen shook her head and said, Shen Huang's secret realm. Lin Yuan was observing the 18 dominant bizarre trees, watching how they absorbed chaos chi, how they converted the wild and unstable chaos chi into the energy they needed. Marvelous. Marvelous, marvelous. Brilliant insights surged in Lin Yuan's mind as he comprehended the chaos rule. His understanding of chaos chi was already profound. Now, observing the essence of the 18 bizarre trees, he vaguely grasped the perfect method for absorbing and inhaling chaos chi. The most abundant thing in the chaos void is chaos chi. Mastering the method to directly swallow and absorb chaos chi would greatly reduce reliance on cultivation resources. Even practitioners at the Chaos Realm cannot directly absorb Chaos Chi. They need to purify and refine the primitive Chaos Chi, achieving the level close to that contained within Chaos Stones, to absorb it smoothly. Those at the Mastery Realm and even at the Path-Splitting Realm who wish to perceive Chaos Chi and thereby understand the Chaos Rule can only do so via Chaos Stones, as the Chaos Chi within them is stable and the easiest to comprehend. directly perceiving the chaos rule from primitive chaos chi. The difficulty is too high, and it is filled with disorderly and wild energy. Ia the novel_fire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. One of Lin Yuan's avatars, formed from condensed chaos chi, was merely one application of chaos chi. And it is a different concept from directly absorbing primitive chaos chi. The essence of absorbing primitive chaos chi is about transforming the primitive chaos chi into one's own energy, whereas forming an avatar using primitive chaos chi is solely about the avatar. Let's try it on the world tree. Lin Yuan's thoughts stirred slightly, and he looked towards the world tree within his inner world. Having comprehended the chaos rule, Lin Yuan could now channel some chaos chi from beyond the universe to nurture the world tree. But that was merely nurturing. Even the world tree of level 11 perfect grade couldn't absorb chaos chi directly. And to infuse it with chaos stones? Too extravagant, and Lin Yuan was naturally reluctant to do that. If the world tree acquired the capability to directly absorb chaos chi, it would probably be highly beneficial for its transformation into the chaos tree. The Supreme Xia Qin is looking for me? Lin Yuan's expression suddenly shifted, and his Taiyang divine spirit residing outside the Xianhuang secret realm immediately sent out a spiritual will to connect to the virtual world. Virtual world. The Supreme Xia Qin's personal world. I pay my respects to the Supreme Being, Lin Yuan said with a slight bow, showing his respect. Lin Yuan. A smile appeared on the Supreme Xia Qin's face. Then his expression became slightly solemn. The fact you are the founder of the martial Tao evolutionary path can no longer be concealed. In fact, Lin Yuan was indeed the founder of the martial Tao evolutionary path. It had been rumored for hundreds of years, but at that time, the rumors were still faint and lacked substantial evidence. However, with the recent emergence of the first-tier chapter of martial Tao, these rumors peaked. I am aware, Lin Yuan nodded. Through the advancement from the 6th layer to the 9th layer, Lin Yuan worried that his identity as the founder of martial Tao would leak, attracting the attention and potential actions of the level 12 ultimate beings from other races. But now, Lin Yuan might not be level 12, yet he closely rivals one, and naturally has no fear of them anymore. Indeed, Supreme Xia Qin smiled and said, with your strength, even if those beings want to curse or influence you, it would be meaningless. After speaking, Supreme Xia Qin pondered for a moment, then continued, but being prepared for the worst is wise. Given the potential of the martial Tao evolutionary path, I can guess without even guessing where those beings are hiding and thinking about how to deal with you. What do you suggest, Supreme Being? Lin Yuan inquired. Why not have your true self come to the central star field? That's the safest place in our human civilization. Even if a dozen or so level 12 beings from other races join hands to attack, we can hold them off, Supreme Xia Qin immediately suggested. Although the 9 supreme beings of human civilization are always attentive to the Milky Way main star, ready to intervene at any sign of trouble. Yet the Milky Way main star is not at the heart of the human civilization's territory, and it is situated at the edge of the domain, something that, in Supreme Xia Qin's opinion, still poses some risks. My true self, Lin Yuan pondered for a while. His true self was now in the Xianhuang secret realm, which was definitely safer than the central star field of human civilization. Supreme Being, where do you think my true self currently is? Lin Yuan asked. Your true self. Supreme Xia Qin sensed along the causal connection for a moment. It's not at the Milky Way main star? Only one of my avatars is on the Milky Way main star, Lin Yuan stated truthfully. Since Lin Yuan's real body settled in the Xianhuang secret realm, the Taiyang divine spirit and Taiyin primordial spirit had been taking turns to reside on the Milky Way main star. Just an avatar on the Milky Way main star? Supreme Xia Qin's expression shifted slightly. My true self is currently in the Xianhuang secret realm, Lin Yuan said frankly, without any concealment. At this point, there was no need to keep hiding. With his current strength, safeguarding the Xianhuang secret realm was more than easy. Your true self is in the Xianhuang secret realm? The first thought in Supreme Xia Qin's mind was no wonder he hadn't felt it. The Shenhuang secret realm isolates causal spacetime, a fact recognized among the level 12 ultimates. But then it dawned on Supreme Xiaqin, wasn't the Shenhuang secret realm already closed? How did Lin Yuan's true self get in? I have assimilated the core of the secret realm long ago. I am now the master of the Shenhuang secret realm, Lin Yuan revealed. The master of the Shenhuang secret realm? Supreme Xiaqin felt slightly dazed, followed by a surge of excitement. The Shenhuang secret realm, which dozens of level 12 ultimates have sought after within the universe, had actually fallen into Lin Yuan's hands? Many thoughts flooded Supreme Xiaqin's mind, but after examining Lin Yuan again and again, he couldn't help but say, "You nearly gave me a scare. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know, report, so we can fix it as soon as possible." Chapter 947, The Goodwill of the Robber Clan. Please subscribe. Scared, Lin Yuan looked at Xiaqin, the peak power, and wasn't surprised. Ever since the discovery of the Shenhuang secret realm, countless ultimate powers of the 12th rank wanted to refine the secret realm, but none had succeeded to their satisfaction. They couldn't even lock down the exact coordinates of the Shenhuang secret realm, let alone refine it. Now that he had become the master of the Shenhuang secret realm, it would indeed shock all the ultimate powers of the 12th rank. When I entered the Shenhuang secret realm for exploration, I fortuitously reached its deepest part. Lin Yuan casually explained a few sentences. I see. A smile appeared on the face of Xiaqin, the peak power, who didn't care how Lin Yuan had refined the Shenhuang secret realm. He was only concerned that the realm now belonged to Lin Yuan. Good. Lin Yuan? You probably don't know what the Shenhuang secret realm actually means for our human civilization. Xiaqin, the peak power, took a deep breath and spoke solemnly. Its meaning to human civilization? Lin Yuan was slightly taken aback. In his view, the ultimate powers of the 12th rank wanted to refine the Shenhuang secret realm, guessing that there were important inheritances within, which would be crucial for their own evolutionary paths. And this was indeed the case. The 3 Dao-protecting secret skills of profound Shenhuang, let alone for those of the path-splitting realm of the 12th rank, would be of great assistance even to those at the Star-Lord realm or in the Chaos realm. But its significance to human civilization, due to various reasons, such as to prevent the widespread dissemination of the 3 great secret techniques of profound Shenhuang and the enemy finding a way to break them, Shenhuang Majesty had left rules prohibiting their transfer to other powerhouses. Lin Yuan couldn't think of any grand significance the Shenhuang secret realm could have for human civilization. The Shenhuang beasts within the secret realm? The Shenhuang crystals? Shenhuang crystals indeed hold not insignificant value, but for human civilization as a whole, they are merely some kind of scarce resource, not something of great significance. For human civilization, the most precious thing is the secret realm itself, said Xiaqin, the peak power, looking at Lin Yuan. The realm itself? Lin Yuan pondered thoughtfully. Yes, the realm itself. Xiaqin, the peak power, nodded. The Shenhuang secret realm can isolate causality and time-space. Even we, the 12th rank, cannot interfere with everything inside the realm through the barriers of the Shenhuang secret realm. Now, the 12 pinnacle clans of the universe on the surface maintain a certain degree of war intensity, but undercurrents are swirling. Those alien races are constantly watching for any genius evolvers emerging from our human civilization. It's not too bad for those above the 6th rank. Even if they fall, they can be revived through their life imprint. But what about those below the 6th rank? Many evolving talents below the 6th rank, showing just a hint of rising potential, are directly cursed and killed by alien races, unable to be revived. Xiaqin, the peak power, said. Indeed. Lin Yuan nodded in agreement. He had also been targeted by an alien curse killing in the past, but his identity was well concealed, and the alien race could only lock onto him over a wide area. Even so, the alien race still forcefully cursed him, but they chose the Tri-Eye clan genius among those being tested in the 7-star cave at the same time. Lin Yuan was fortunate, And with the Chiquan Star Lord having learned from past experiences, his disciple from 10,000 years ago perished this way at the hands of the alien race. But what about the other human civilizations' evolving talents? Every year, there's no telling how many evolving talents below the 6th rank die under curse killings. In the pinnacle alien races, there are specific powers at the 10th and 11th ranks who specialize in cursing the human civilization's geniuses at the 4th and 5th ranks. To curse kill the 4th and 5th ranks with the life heights of the 10th or 11th rank doesn't cost too much for the former, and any price paid can be recovered. In such a situation, even the most powerful had no solution. After all, there were only 9 supreme powers in human civilization, whose main attentions had to be on the 12th rank of the alien races. It was impossible to pay close attention to each and every evolving talent within the civilization. Moreover, human civilization never stopped attempting to assassinate key talents of other alien races. The meaning of the supreme power is SAR the novel _fire. At website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Lin Yuan understood what Xia Qin, the peak power, wanted to say. Exactly, with the Shenhuang secret realm, we can store a sliver of the soul will of human civilization's key evolving talents below the 6th rank inside. In this way, even if they encounter curse killings, they can still survive. Xia Qin, the peak power, said, "The essence of life lies in the soul will. The core of the doppelganger skill is to transfer a part of the soul will into a new body. As long as the soul will remains, the flesh and soul can quickly recover. Although the pillars of our human civilization are 10th rank evolvers, 11th rank evolvers, and us of the 12th rank all have grown from a weaker state. If the evolving talents below the 6th rank survive, our human civilization has a future," said Xia Qin, the peak power, in an emotional tone, just like Lin Yuan, who had grown from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ranks. Yes, Lin Yuan nodded. For any clan, the foundation is forever the lower layer. Only when there are more at the bottom can a steady stream of middle, high, and peak levels emerge. In the ordinary clans amidst the cosmic starry skies, there are many that gather all of their resources to support a single powerful individual, but such clans lose vitality, and should anything unexpected happen to that individual, they will face disaster. Rest assured, I will set a threshold. To store a sliver of soul will in the Shenhuang secret realm, a price must be paid. If some evolving talents can't pay it for the time being, then they can owe it, paying later when they can afford it," said Xia Qin, the peak power, with thorough consideration. The Shenhuang secret realm was Lin Yuan's private property. He certainly couldn't let others freeload. "That's a minor issue." Lin Yuan shook his head, not at all concerned. He wasn't opening up the entire Shenhuang secret realm, just carving out a corner to store some soul wills, which was easy for Lin Yuan. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know, report, so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 948. The Goodwill of the Robber Clan, Seeking Subscriptions, _2. After learning that Lin Yuan is the master of the Shenhuang secret realm, even Xia Qin, the Supreme, no longer insisted on Lin Yuan's true body visiting the Central Star Domain. In terms of safety, the ancestral homeland, the sanctuary of human civilization, is certainly not as secure as the Shenhuang secret realm. During the most intense battles in history between human civilization and other pinnacle races, many ancestral lands were conquered, and the Central Star Domain became a battlefield. But the Shenhuang secret realm? To date, it remains untouched. No matter how the alien races of the 12th layer have probed, they've all come back empty-handed. Lin Yuan's true body is in the Shenhuang secret realm, which is definitely much safer than any location in human civilization. However, in the end, Xia Qin, the Supreme, still reminded Lin Yuan to be cautious. Those alien races of the 12th layer might not make a move. After all, Lin Yuan has already fully grown, and with the protection of the Shenhuang secret realm, Xia Qin, the Supreme, couldn't think of any way to deal with Lin Yuan. But if those alien races of the 12th layer do make a move, it is certainly with great confidence, and that is the most dangerous. Milky Way main star. A figure appeared silently outside the main star. This is the main star of the Galaxy Master? The figure, shrouded in a black robe, did not emit a single breath and simply watched the planet below quietly. Let's go see the Galaxy Master. Remembering the mission, the figure in the black robe immediately used the star platform to enter the Milky Way main star. Now, the Milky Way main star has become the core of several dozen nearby Star Alliance territories, with vast numbers of citizens from human civilization and different alien races coming and going every day. The figure in the black robe had proper paperwork and a legitimate identity, encountering no obstructions. Before long, the figure in the black robe descended upon the Milky Way main star and soon approached the Star-Lord's Great Hall at the center of the main star. Star-Lord's Great Hall. Master, members of the robber clan want to see you, reported Hompi and another 8th-layer alien with green eyes. The robber clan? Lin Yuan opened his eyes, slightly puzzled. The robber clan is the most mysterious among the 12 pinnacle powers of the races and possess the strongest deterrent. After all, with 2 beings from the path-splitting realm at their peak, they're enough to make the scalps of the other 11 pinnacle races tingle with fear. Even if these 2 ultimate beings from the path-splitting realm cannot act normally, they are still at the peak of the path-splitting realm. Who knows what means they might have. It is for this reason. Among the 12 pinnacle powers in the universe, the position of the robber clan is the most transcendent. Interesting. Lin Yuan pondered for a moment. Let him in. Soon, the figure in the black robe entered the Star-Lord's Great Hall. Greetings to the Galaxy Master, said the figure in the black robe with great respect, bowing to Lin Yuan. As he spoke, the figure in the black robe carefully stole a glance at Lin Yuan and noticed a young man sitting cross-legged in the distance. At that moment, the young man was holding an ethereal book. The book was hazy, and there seemed to be a force shielding it. Just looking at the book itself made the figure in the black robe tremble within. Is this the Galaxy Master? The figure in the black robe felt nervous. Though an 11th-layer entity from the robber clan, facing Lin Yuan, also an 11th-layer being, he strangely felt like he was facing the ultimate ancestor of his own clan. What business does the robber clan have sending you sneaking over here? Lin Yuan's ethereal book dissipated, and he glanced at the black robe the figure was wearing. This black robe was a rare piece of space-time treasure capable of insulating any aura, invisible even to ultimate entities of the 12th layer unless they observed very closely. Lin Yuan, with his 7th realm understanding of space-time, saw through the use of the black robe and was curious about the figure's covert arrival. The fact that he came with such caution, he definitely did not want others to know. Probably even the supreme beings of human civilization were unaware that an 11th-layer entity from the robber clan had come to the Milky Way main star. To answer the Galaxy Master, the ancestor sent me here to tell you something. The figure in the black robe steadied himself and spoke rapidly. The Tianyu clan, insect race, prison tribe, and other 12th-layer entities plan to join forces using that strange blood to act against you. Galaxy Master. Strange blood. A thought crossed Lin Yuan's mind, immediately linking it to the mysterious creature that fell into the cosmos from its inception. This was an incident not involved with the supreme beings of human civilization, as human civilization hadn't been born at that time. They only knew of the dreadfulness of that mysterious creature through some records. The myriad transformation queen of the insect race has obtained a drop of blood from that bizarre creature? Lin Yuan mused thoughtfully. Indeed, the figure in the black robe said. That drop of bizarre blood is the source of chaotic contamination, and lethal to any being below the 12th layer. The Galaxy Master must be extremely careful. The figure in the black robe immediately added. He then laid out the entire plan of the 12th layer beings from different races. There might be variations, but the core point, the drop of bizarre blood, remains unchanged, and it is one of the few treasures that can affect the true form of the Galaxy Master. Lin Yuan listened quietly. In fact, he was not worried at all. The beings from the insect race and other races at the 12th layer believed that the drop of bizarre blood could counter Lin Yuan, based on the strength he had shown on the colossal battlefield. But now, after his trip to the immortal realm, Lin Yuan's strength had improved so much that it was no less than a normal ultimate 12th layer being. More precisely, after obtaining the treasure of Zhang Weiyang, a peak existence in the Dominator realm, Lin Yuan's combat power would likely exceed the ordinary ultimate 12th layer being, approaching the level of the Myriad Transformation Queen and the Shen Yuan Supreme. That drop of blood from the bizarre creature was indeed terrifying, but it clearly could not deal with a 12th layer being. Otherwise, the Myriad Transformation Queen would not have kept it in use all these years. The key issue is that to unleash the effect of that drop of bizarre blood, one must completely suppress a certain incarnated division of Lin Yuan, but this is absolutely impossible. With Lin Yuan's current mental will and soul strength, even a Dominator realm powerhouse cannot suppress him so quickly and thoroughly without allowing him any chance to react. Why does your robber clan want to tell me this? Lin Yuan's thoughts spread out, and finally, he glanced at the figure in the black robe. Lin Yuan himself knew his capabilities, but why would the robber clan reveal this secret willingly? Our ancestor did not say. The figure in the black robe spoke softly. He was also puzzled as to why the ancestor asked him to come here, but in the robber clan, the ancestor's word was law. Anything the ancestor said had to be obeyed. Understood. Lin Yuan waved his hand. Search * the novel fire, net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The figure in the black robe immediately retreated. It seems I can no longer stay on the Milky Way main star, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Although the scheming of the 12th layer beings from different races posed no threat to Lin Yuan, if a group of ultimate 12th layer beings were really to join forces and attack, the collateral damages from the battle would pose no problem to Lin Yuan himself. But what about the Milky Way main star? And the surrounding life planets? Their fate would surely be dire. The fighting between ultimate 12th layer beings could result in destruction on a galactic scale. Naturally, Lin Yuan had to consider the countless citizens on the Milky Way main star. The beings from different races at the 12th layer will use causality to locate my position, but if my primordial spirit's incarnations are not on the Milky Way main star, they won't target it specifically, Lin Yuan thought to himself. He cares about the countless citizens on the main star, but the beings from the other races at the 12th layer do not. And human civilization has its supreme beings as well. If the beings from different races slaughter a star domain today, tomorrow they may face retaliation tenfold from the supreme beings of human civilization. Next, my two primordial spirits and many incarnations will move mostly within the desolate star domain, Lin Yuan decided in his mind. Of course, during this time, Lin Yuan will use rule perception to conceal the causality of his incarnations. With his current understanding of rules, even ultimate 12th layer beings would have a hard time pinning down his exact location. As for hiding all of his primordial spirit's incarnations in the Shenhuang secret realm, although the Shenhuang secret realm could isolate causality and spacetime, one also cannot sense rule fluctuations within it. Lin Yuan is naturally unwilling to contact the other 12th layer beings, but that doesn't mean he's afraid of them. With the speed of transformation of the world within me, I will reach the pinnacle in at most 100 years, and then I can strive for the ultimate, Lin Yuan thought to himself. If, within 100 years, those beings from the other races fortuitously find one of Lin Yuan's incarnations through their causal connection, then Lin Yuan doesn't mind playing along with them. If they fail to lock onto him after 100 years, Lin Yuan will directly attempt to reach ultimate power and step into the 12th layer. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 949. A Century of Time. Please subscribe. Robber Clan Territory. The figure in the black robe swiftly returned after leaving the Milky Way main star. The black robe he wore, bestowed by the ancestor, could conceal all traces of aura. Unless one was deliberately scrutinizing, even the ultimate beings of the 12th tier might overlook it inadvertently. At the deepest part of the territory, there was a secret realm. The figure in the black robe arrived at this place. How did the matters go? Just then, a voice quietly reached his ears. Ancestor, I have informed the Galaxy Master of everything. The figure in the black robe immediately replied respectfully. That's good, said the ultimate being of Robber Clan. Ancestor, I don't quite understand. The figure in the black robe thought for a moment and couldn't help saying, "The 12th tier peak forces of those pinnacle clans are joining hands against the Galaxy Master. Wouldn't it be fine if we just stayed out of it? Why do we need to proactively inform the Galaxy Master?" This was the most perplexing part for the figure in the black robe. The potential of the Galaxy Master was unquestionable. In this situation, the robber clan not joining the conspiracy against the Galaxy Master could be barely understood as disdain for action. But to directly snitch to the Galaxy Master? What was the reason for that? Knowing that if the Galaxy Master died prematurely, or failed in striving for the ultimate tier, it would benefit the robber clan, at least by having one less peak contender in the path-splitting realm in the future. Do you think the Galaxy Master is that easy to deal with? The ultimate being of robber clan said casually. Isn't he? The figure in the black robe was a bit confused. More than 10 ultimate 12th tier beings were planning together, even daring to use that bizarre blood. With such a large lineup, even if they couldn't completely kill the Galaxy Master, they would definitely cause significant impact. You don't understand. Don't mention this matter to anyone else. The ultimate being of robber clan, too lazy to explain further, ended the conversation with that sentence. Yes, the figure in the black robe immediately bowed his head. The location of mystic unknowability. Plain wooden hut stood there. A figure sat in front of the hut, with a deep gaze, looking through layers upon layers of space-time. Do you think the gaze that spied here not long ago came from that youngling of the Galaxy Master? At that moment, a voice came out from inside the hut. The ultimate being of robber clan outside the hut spoke. How is that possible? The voice inside the hut was incredulous. To spy on this place, at least the peak comprehension of 6th realm of spacetime is needed, and it must be facilitated by a spacetime treasure. Yet the Galaxy Master is only 11th tier, how could he? Don't forget, there are so many rule models in the Martial Tao 11th tier chapter. The ultimate being of robber clan outside the hut said. Those rule models, we haven't seen them ourselves and can't prove the extent of rule comprehension the Galaxy Master has achieved. The figure inside the hut still somewhat disbelieved. In the Martial Tao 11th tier chapter, which contains many rule models, the 9 strongest of human civilization have seen them and confirmed Lin Yuan's rule comprehension surpasses theirs. But other alien races of the 12th tier have not seen them personally, so they can't judge the Galaxy Master's rule comprehension. Peak comprehension of the 6th realm of spacetime isn't so easily reached. For so many years, not a single 12th tier being has touched it, and it seems to have appeared before the birth of the Martial Tao 11th tier chapter. The ultimate being of robber clan outside the hut smiled. I don't think it's such a coincidence. If the Galaxy Master truly has the peak comprehension of 6th realm of spacetime, then those 12th tiers simply couldn't suppress him, let alone influence him with that bizarre blood. Providing this intelligence to the Galaxy Master in advance only benefits us, with no loss. The ultimate being of robber clan outside the hut said leisurely. To suppress the Galaxy Master, he must be locked in the spacetime domain, but the Galaxy Master possesses peak comprehension of the 6th realm of spacetime, losing the premise of spacetime lockdown. If unable to lock down, the Galaxy Master would have the ability to disperse into incarnations at a thought. Thus the bizarre blood also couldn't take effect. Shen Huang's secret realm. Lin Yuan sat cross-legged. Having ended the 11th traversal for such a long time, I haven't visited the Demon Jade space yet. Lin Yuan suddenly thought. He was quite curious about the rewards of the 7th layer of the demonic Jade Space Black Tower. With that thought, Lin Yuan moved his mind. Suddenly, from the Taiyang divine spirit walking in the cosmic starry skies, a strand of soul will descended instantly into the Demon Jade space. Buzz. The Demon Jade space was as quiet as ever, with Lin Yuan appearing directly in front of the 9-story Black Tower. As a remaining member of the Moyu Tower sequence, Lin Yuan possessed high authorization in this space, and could appear at any position at will. The 7th layer? Lin Yuan looked towards the towering Black Tower not far away. Before the 11th traversal, he had tried to challenge the 7th layer of the Black Tower, but ultimately failed. The comprehension at the 6th realm of spacetime is indeed a domain of the 12th tier path-splitting realm, but Lin Yuan is ultimately not a real 12th tier of path-splitting realm, and the 7th layer of the Black Tower? Only those in the 12th tier path-splitting realm may have a hope of passing. It's a hope not all 12th tier path-splitting realm beings could pass. Therefore, Lin Yuan eventually stopped at the final section of the Black Tower's 7th layer. Planning to try the 7th layer again? Statue Shinji looked at Lin Yuan with a smile. Yes. Lin Yuan nodded. In fact, what Lin Yuan intended to try was not the 7th layer, but the 8th layer. Spacetime 7th realm, coupled with chaos rule, Lin Yuan had no doubt about his ability to pass through the Black Tower's 7th layer. Let's start then. Statue Shinji did not say much. He also wanted to see how Lin Yuan would overcome the 7th layer. To know, the 9-layer Black Tower established by the demonic Jade Tower Master, only some of those in the path-splitting realm could pass the 7th layer. Lin Yuan was now only 11th tier, logically speaking should not even be able to touch the 7th layer, yet he forcefully passed much of the 7th layer. Alright. Lin Yuan directly appeared at the start of the 7th layer of the Black Tower. Too simple. Lin Yuan saw through the entire 7th layer in a glance the various spatial temporal mazes and barriers. At this moment in the eyes of Lin Yuan, who had already reached the spacetime 7th realm, seemed as simple as child's play. Swoosh. Lin Yuan took 9 consecutive steps. Each step spanned a great distance across the 7th floor of the Black Tower, until the 9th step landed him at the end point of the 7th floor. What? Outside the 9-story Black Tower, the statue Shinji was somewhat stunned. He had planned to watch Lin Yuan navigate through the numerous spatial temporal mazes of the 7th floor, but Lin ended up stopping at the last segment of the path. Sar the novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Did Lin Yuan directly reach the end point? The statue couldn't understand. Unless he confirmed that Lin Yuan had started his challenge, he would suspect that Lin might have used the privileges of a sequence member to directly appear at the 7th floor end point. Is it the comprehension of the spacetime 7th realm? The statue reviewed repeatedly and finally confirmed it. To pass the 7th floor of the Black Tower, the requirement on the spacetime rules is to be at the peak of the 6th realm or close to it. But Lin Yuan reached the endpoint in just a few steps, which only indicates one thing. That is, Lin Yuan's comprehension of spacetime far exceeds the peak of the 6th realm. That is to say, he has reached the spacetime 7th realm domain. This made the statue Shinji feel as though he was in a dream. Lin Yuan once again descending into the Demon Jade space. In fact, the statue Shinji was already psychologically prepared for Lin Yuan to pass through the 7th floor. After all, that was how he got past the previous 6 floors. But at most, the statue thought Lin Yuan's spacetime comprehension could reach the peak of the 6th realm and the 7th realm. The Moyu Tower Master's spacetime comprehension is only at the 9th realm. Lin Yuan, with only an 11th tier life form, having 6th realm spacetime comprehension was already unbelievably exaggerated. 7th realm? Whoosh! The statue Shin Jis figure appeared at the 7th floor endpoint. Congratulations! The statue Shinji looked at Lin Yuan with a complex expression. I want to try the 8th floor, Lin Yuan said. No problem. The statue Shinji thought for a moment, without saying anything else. If it were any other Demon Jade Tower member, even if they were 12th tier path-splitting realm, the statue Shinji would have advised them. The 7th floor of the Black Tower is only hopeful for those at the path-splitting realm, while the 8th floor can only be traversed by those at the peak of dominant realm. As for the 9th floor of the Black Tower, that is the peak of the Chaos realm. Those who can traverse the 9th floor of the Black Tower, even if not up to the Chaos Great Saint, are not far off. Just Lin Yuan? The statue Shinji felt it's best not to say too much. Whoosh! Lin Yuan immediately entered the 8th floor of the Black Tower. The statue Shinji immediately started watching. The 8th floor of the Black Tower was filled with infinite spacetime whirlpools. Observing carefully for a while, Lin Yuan, with his spacetime 7th realm comprehension, easily crossed most of it. The latter part? Lin Yuan looked towards the latter part of the path, where the spacetime whirlpools were even denser. Even with the comprehension of spacetime 7th realm, it was difficult to cross. Still, the essence of life is somewhat weak, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Although the 8th floor of the Black Tower doesn't test the essence of life, Lin Yuan still realized the gap between his essence of life and those at the peak of dominant realm. Chaos? With a slight movement of Lin Yuan's mind, chaos chi immediately surged from the depths of the void, rapidly forming a figure that enhanced Lin Yuan's avatar of will, temporarily elevating the essence of life. Chaos chi. Is this the chaos rule? Watching from the 7th floor, the statue Shinji fell into silence again. What did he see? Chaos rule? If it were during the prime of the Demon Jade Tower, seeing the chaos rule wouldn't be anything strange. But now, chaos rule, and seen in an 11th tier life form, the statue Shinji felt his understanding shattering. Rumble, rumble. With the aid of chaos chi, Lin Yuan advanced unstoppable through the 8th floor of the Black Tower, until he reached the last fraction of the path. Here, Lin Yuan stopped, observing carefully. If the essence of life were stronger, I should have passed. Lin Yuan slightly shook his head, disappearing on the spot. The 8th floor of the Black Tower had very low requirements for the essence of life. Practically any figure in the dominant realm could meet it. But Lin Yuan was still just 11th tier. Perhaps even the demonic Jade Tower master himself never thought that one day an 11th tier challenger would arrive at the 8th floor of the 9-layered Black Tower. The 7th floor of the Black Tower. Lin Yuan's figure appeared. Regrettably, I did not make it through. Lin Yuan sighed. The statue Shinji had a stiff expression. An 11th tier being almost passed through the 8th floor of the Black Tower, and still feeling regret? The statue Shinji didn't know how to respond to Lin Yuan's words. This is the reward list for passing the 7th floor. The statue Shinji steadied himself and began to speak. Let me have a look. Lin Yuan's eyes lit up, and he immediately started browsing it. The reward list for the 7th floor of the Black Tower mainly consisted of treasures and secret techniques of the dominant realm. After careful selection, Lin Yuan finally chose a secret technique called Abyssal Eye. This technique was not a physical attack nor a soul attack technique, but a mental will attack technique. With Lin Yuan's current mental strength, activating Abyssal Eye would significantly affect even other 12th tier ultimates. Following this, Lin Yuan's various avatars walked all over different parts of the cosmos as well as the chaos void, comprehending different rule fluctuations. Additionally, Lin Yuan was also pondering how to traverse the 8th floor of the Black Tower. He was only a hair's breadth away from the endpoint and could step over it at any moment. Time passed. In the blink of an eye, 100 years had passed. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know, report, so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 950. Covert Cultivation on the Chaos Continent. Please subscribe. In the emptiness, amidst the chaos, a figure emerged and descended. I've arrived. Lin Yuan carefully observed the vast continent floating in the distance, its size tens of times that of his home universe. An infinite aura radiated from the continent, spreading in all directions into the far reaches of the chaos void. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent? A smile appeared on Lin Yuan's face. This continent was the chaos continent closest to his home universe. 100 years had passed in the universe, but only 4 months in the chaos void. 3 months ago, as Lin Yuan roamed aimlessly through the chaos void, he inadvertently discovered the aura emanating from the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. After 3 months of travel, Lin Yuan finally arrived. The closer he got to the ancient Ming Chaos Continent, the more frequently Lin Yuan encountered other powerful beings, and through interactions with these beings, he gained intelligence about the continent. Information left by the peak master of the realm, Song Weiyang, also included an introduction to the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. Not bad luck. Lin Yuan felt pleased. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent was on the edge of the map given by the predecessor Song Weiyang. A little further, and it would have been beyond the recorded range of the map. The chaos void was boundless. Even the chaos great saints could not reach its edge, let alone those in the master realm. Now, from my home universe. Lin Yuan glanced backwards. With his current understanding of time and space, each breath could take him beyond the range of a home universe. Even so, he had been on the move tirelessly for more than 3 months. One could imagine just how far the ancient Ming Chaos Continent was from his home universe. Of course, the word far here is only relative to Lin Yuan. For those in the Master Realm, it might take just a few hours to cross, and for those in the Chaos Realm, a mere thought would suffice. The 3 tiers of the 12th Order path splitting, Master, and Chaos, each tier was like an insurmountable gulf. It is said that surpassing the Chaos Realm would bring one close to becoming a perfect time being, possessing some of the characteristics of perfect time beings. The connection between my true Bodhis primordial spirit and my avatar is reaching its limit, Lin Yuan thought to himself. In the home universe, the ultimate doors of the 6th realm of time and space insight allow avatars to linger near the universe, but not for long, as they will be eroded and collapse under the influence of chaos chi. Lin Yuan's perception had reached the 7th realm, extending his avatar's connection range far beyond that of the 6th realm, but even so, there was a limit. But Lin Yuan was in luck. Before reaching the limit, he discovered the ancient Ming Chaos Continent, or rather, the ancient Ming Chaos Continent happened to be within the range where his true Bodhis primordial spirit could maintain contact with the avatar. The ruler of the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. Information about the ancient Ming Chaos Continent flashed through Lin Yuan's mind. To be eligible to be called a Chaos Continent, one must certainly be backed by a Chaos Venerable. And behind the ancient Ming Chaos Continent, the Chaos Venerable was none other than Ancient Ming, with the entire continent named after him. The Ancient Ming Venerable valued fairness greatly. The Ancient Ming Chaos Continent he founded was bustling with trade, attracting powerful beings from nearby Chaos Void and even other Chaos continents to come and trade. During the lifetime of the predecessor Zhang Weiyang, the Ancient Ming Venerable was already a renowned Chaos Venerable. Now, several cosmic eras have passed since the predecessor's death, and the Ancient Ming Venerable is still here. Lin Yuan felt quite emotional. Normally, it is very, very difficult for a Chaos Venerable to die. The Moyu Tower Master and Shen Huang disappeared mysteriously, and it's not certain whether they are dead. And even if they are dead, it's not necessarily due to being killed. Let's go inside. Lin Yuan continued to approach the vast Chaos Continent in the distance. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent was covered by a grand formation, with 33 entrances and exits around. The entrance that Lin Yuan chose was the nearest one. To enter the ancient Ming Chaos Continent, you need to pay 10 Chaos Stones. A mental fluctuation transmitted to Lin Yuan's ear at the entrance. Understood. Lin Yuan nodded. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent prohibited fighting, making it incredibly safe. Sarch * the novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Since it's safe, naturally, there's a fee to pay. Compared to the perilous Chaos Void, the ancient Ming Chaos Continent at least offered order and safety. Rustling. Lin Yuan took out 10 Chaos Stones. He had obtained quite a few Chaos Stones from the cave dwelling of the peak master of the realm, Zhang Weiyang, though most were sent back to his home universe. But the avatar still carried some, precisely for the scene in front of him. With the information left by the predecessor Zhang Weiyang, Lin Yuan was very clear about many of the rules in the Chaos Void. At that moment, Lin Yuan looked up to see several figures descending. These figures, likely from the same tribe, paused at the entrance. Finally, they took out several 12-order weapons to meet the fee for entering the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. To enter the ancient Ming Chaos Continent, one must pay 10 Chaos Stones, or equivalent treasures could be used to offset the cost. However, most powerful beings would choose Chaos Stones. Using other treasures? They would pay a premium, as the ancient Ming Chaos Continent would calculate it at the lowest price. Those few powerful beings must be 12th Order path-splitting realm beings who have just stepped out of a universe. Lin Yuan speculated internally. The Chaos Void fostered countless universes, every moment bringing the annihilation of universes and tiding over of 12th Order path-splitting realm beings through the cataclysmic tribulation. For the 12th Order path-splitting realm beings within the universe, surviving the cataclysmic tribulation meant officially stepping into the Chaos Void. With good luck, they might find the nearest Chaos Continent to settle down on. Bad luck? Drifting long in the Chaos Void might lead to various dangers and death. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 951, Covert Cultivation on the Chaos Continent. Please subscribe. _2 The second layer of the path-splitting realm within the universe is almost impossible to die, and that is because of the cosmic protection, the mass of the universe equivalent to a powerful being in the chaos realm. It shields against the majority of threats. Without the cosmic protection, coupled with bad luck, beings of the second layer of the path-splitting realm are often in danger. There are many powerful entities in the chaos void who specifically target those universes on the brink of collapse, aiming to kill those who have survived the cataclysm of the second layer of the path-splitting realm. Those who can endure the catastrophic calamity of the universe are some of the most powerful beings within the universe, and they certainly carry most of the universe's wealth with them. Moreover, without having entered the chaos void and merely possessing the realm of the second layer of the path-splitting realm, their combat prowess is certainly weaker than that of those in the chaos void of the same stage, carrying a large amount of wealth and being weak in strength. Such fat sheep naturally attract the attention of numerous powerful entities. In the chaos void, except for places like the chaos continent, other regions have no order whatsoever, operating on the principle of the survival of the fittest. The cataclysmic disaster. Lin Yuan's expression turned a bit solemn. The great catastrophe of the universe is aimed at all life within the universe. When the universe collapses, and the river of time breaks down, all life will die. Only those of the second layer who have transcended the river of time have a chance to survive it. But it is only a chance, as during the great collapse of the universe many rules will collapse which are also fatal to those at the second layer, and in the end only a small fraction of those at the second layer will successfully exit the universe and enter the chaos void. What about those lives below the second layer? There is only one way to survive. That is, to imprint the essence of one's life from the river of time within the universe into the river of time within the universe inside a second layer ultimate. When the universe collapses and the river of time disintegrates, any life within it is bound to die because their life essence imprint is also within the river of time. As long as the life essence imprint is transferred to the river of time within a second layer ultimate. After enduring the colossal catastrophe of the universe, the countless beings within the universe inside this second layer ultimate can naturally survive as well. Of course. Even if those at the second layer have this ability, they will not transfer too many beings from within their universe into their own. Because the more beings from their universe they carry, the more they will attract the attention of the universal consciousness, and the greater and more terrifying pressure they will endure during the cataclysm. Sarch * The Novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The Great Catastrophe 99. 9% of the citizens of my human civilization will die, thought Lin Yuan silently. In reality, 99.9% is already quite a favorable estimate, as the number of beings that can enter the universe inside a second layer ultimate is at most 1 in a million, or at best 1 in 10 million. Moreover, the majority within the second layer ultimate will also fall during the colossal catastrophe of the universe, making the number of survivors even fewer. Forget it. Thinking about this now is too far off. Lin Yuan reined in his thoughts. His home universe was still very young, and if nothing went wrong, it was an extraordinarily long distance away from the great catastrophe of the universe. Before long, Lin Yuan entered the ancient Ming Chaos Continent. The ancient Ming Chaos Continent has 9 cities, which are the convergence point for all foreign life forms. As for outside the cities, it's also covered with many formations, which are the cultivation grounds of the ancient Ming Venerable, forbidden for any external powerful beings to enter without permission. That is, Lin Yuan gazed towards the center of the continent. There stood a black peak exuding terrifying aura in all directions. This black peak was filled with dark chaos energy, enough to make ordinary sovereign realm powerhouses tremble in fear. That is one of the horns of the chaos dragon beast subdued by the ancient Ming Venerable. Lin Yuan thought to himself. As a chaos venerable, the ancient Ming Venerable traveled through the chaos void in his early years and subdued a chaos dragon beast, which possesses almost the strength of the chaos realm. The peak that stands at the center of the chaos continent now is just one stray horn of the chaos dragon beast, while the true body of the Chaos Dragon Beast lies in a deep slumber within the depths of the chaotic continent. A Chaos Dragon Beast with combat prowess comparable to the Chaos Realm. Lin Yuan withdrew his gaze. The trade prosperity of the ancient Ming Chaos continent is not unrelated to this Chaos Dragon Beast. No matter who it is, even peak sovereign realm powerhouses, upon seeing that daunting horn piercing the sky, would feel their scalps tingle and dare not cause trouble on the Chaos continent. Whether a Chaos continent prospers is not strongly related to the strength of its Chaos venerables. No matter how strong you are, if the order on your Chaos continent is in disarray, other mighty beings will be reluctant to trade there. If they can't afford to provoke you, can't they still avoid you? Ancient Ming Venerable believes in fairness, and since the dawn of the cosmic era, no ill fame has spread, attracting many beings from the path-splitting realm and dominator realm who enjoy trading and cultivating in seclusion on the ancient Ming Chaos continent. Lin Yuan entered Mingchuan City, one of the 9 main cities on the ancient Ming Chaos continent. The city is vast, divided into many areas, such as the trading sector, residential sector, and so on. Many shops in the trading area are backed by dominator realm beings, whose influence is limited to the ancient Ming Chaos continent or, more likely, just Mingchuan City. Lin Yuan glanced around and then looked deeper into the city. There sat majestic buildings, each backed by various forces originating from other Chaos continents, supported by beings from the Chaos realm. Compared to the many private shops of Dominator Realm beings, these large stores have a better reputation, and of course their prices are also higher. 10,000 Paths Pavilion? Lin Yuan looked towards the deepest building, one of the pavilions, shrouded in mist, unfathomable. The 10,000 Paths Pavilion does not trade in treasures and materials, but in evolutionary pathways. To ascend to the 12th layer, one must reach the end of an evolutionary path, and this path must not have an existence in the 12th layer already. The chaos void is vast and boundless. To perfect a completely new evolutionary path on one's own strength, from nothing to something, and ultimately step into the 12th layer of life, is extremely rare. The vast majority of beings of the 12th layer have tread paths that already existed. An evolutionary path leading to the 12th layer requires immense determination and opportunities to create for beings below the 12th layer. But for the many Chaos Realm beings, perhaps just one session of secluded cultivation and exploration of hundreds or thousands of paths could reveal hundreds or thousands of 12th layer evolutionary paths. The Tao is endless. Any evolutionary path has the potential to advance to the 12th layer. It's just a matter of likelihood, but as Chaos Realm beings meditate in seclusion, observing the essence of the Tao, many evolutionary paths will emerge, and some Chaos Realm beings will record these paths and eventually refine them. There are levels to evolutionary paths as well. Some have the potential to step into the Dominator or even the Chaos. Lin Yuan thought silently. He wasn't particularly interested in the evolutionary paths sold by the 10,000 Paths Pavilion. Any path must be suitable for oneself and, naturally, as his own creation, the Martial Tao evolutionary path was a perfect fit for him. Since the 10,000 Paths Pavilion dares to trade evolutionary paths, the being behind it must be unimaginable. According to much intelligence left by the peak dominator realm being Song Weiyang, the 10,000 Paths Pavilion is definitely an entity not to be provoked. Even in the era of Shen Huang and the Moyu Tower Master, these two Chaos Great Saints were extremely wary of the 10,000 Paths Pavilion. 10,000 Paths Pavilion, could it be the layout of a being close to a perfect time being? Lin Yuan recalled Xuanhuang's description of the 10,000 Paths Pavilion, one of the rare instances when his tone was serious. Lin Yuan has no intention of dealing with the 10,000 Paths Pavilion for now. After entering Mingchuan City, his goal is to settle down here. The Chaos Void is too dangerous. Over the past 4 months, Lin Yuan has nearly experienced a life-threatening danger, and if not for his insight into the 7th realm of spacetime, he probably would have ended his journey in the Chaos Void by now. Regular residence in Mingchuan City has many benefits. First and foremost is safety, and secondly, the trading here is extremely prosperous, so Lin Yuan can trade for the treasures and materials he desires. Explore the Chaos Void? Acquire treasures and adventures? For Lin Yuan, who is still a life at the 11th layer, that is still too much of a stretch. Previously, he got the abode of the Peak Dominator realm being Song Weiyang purely out of good luck. But luck cannot continue indefinitely. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 952. Striking the Ultimate? Please subscribe. The incarnation has finally settled down. In his homeland universe, within the Shenhuang's secret realm, Lin Yuan opened his eyes, a smile appearing on his face. The stronghold of the peak master of the ruling realm, Song Weiyang, brought substantial gains to Lin Yuan. Thus he urgently needed a place to digest these gains, and the ancient Ming Chaos continent seemed just right. First, let the incarnation familiarize itself there, and when it steps into the 12th level, it'll bring all the unnecessary resources and treasures for trade. Lin Yuan thought to himself. Without reaching the 12th level, Lin Yuan dares not let his incarnation carry two valuable treasures out of the universe. And trading. Compared to killing for treasure, Lin Yuan preferred fair trade, as it was safest. Lin Yuan is not one of those at the 12th level of the path-splitting realm with an uncertain future. With his against heaven's understanding, what he lacks the most is a safe environment for growth. The world within me now. Lin Yuan sent a sliver of consciousness into his inner world. Compared to 100 years ago, his internal world has now expanded several times, reaching an astonishing 11 light-years in range. 11 light-years in range, compared to the ordinary level 11 perfect lives, tens of millions to hundreds of millions of light-years, Lin Yuan's internal world is billions of times theirs. My current internal world, physical body, soul, etc., have all reached their limits. I've nearly absorbed all the transformations brought by the Chaos Rule, Lin Yuan thought. Despite having deduced the Chaos Rule, it's ultimately incomparable to the essential leap of life. The absorption and immersion of the Chaos Void origin energy in his internal world is ultimately limited. Even in the boundless Chaos Void, I must be among the strongest of the 11th level, right? Lin Yuan felt the vast and immeasurable energy within him and thought. Lin Yuan was unclear about the era the Chaos Void was currently in, but in the era of Shenhuang and the Moyu Tower Master, he had never heard of anyone at the 11th level stronger than himself. Indeed, the Chaos Void has countless opportunities. Instances have occurred where 11-level lives challenged those at the 12th level. These were always through the aid of various external forces and factors. Compared to them, Lin Yuan, who solely relied on himself to reach a level comparable or even superior to the usual path-splitting realm, it's not an exaggeration to consider him unique in the Chaos Void. In these 100 years, the pathway of the 12th level of the martial Tao has been almost perfected. Lin Yuan's thoughts fluctuated. To strive for the ultimate and step into the 12th level of the path-splitting realm, one naturally needs to perfect it. Actually, as early as 100 years ago, Lin Yuan had already perfected the initial phase of this realm. Even then, stepping directly into the 12th level would not have been a problem. But while waiting for his own transformation, Lin Yuan took the opportunity to perfect the entire realm. Before challenging the ultimate, first see if I can pass the 8th floor of the Black Tower. Lin Yuan was moved. 100 years ago, Lin Yuan easily passed through the 7th floor of the Black Tower but stopped at the final stretch of the 8th floor. At that time, Lin Yuan realized the deficiency in his life essence. After all, he was only a level 11 life. But now, as his internal world explosively expanded several times over, Lin Yuan's life essence naturally rose significantly as well. Even though still not comparable to the life of the ruling realm, having deduced the Chaos Rule, he surpassed most of the peak masters of the ruling realm. Thinking this, Lin Yuan directly descended into the Demon Jade space. The rules set by the Moyu Tower Master dictated that rewards obtained by tower challengers depended on their performance during the climb. Therefore, if Lin Yuan chose to pass the 8th floor at the 11th level, the benefits he'd receive would naturally be much greater than doing so after stepping into the 12th level. CTH Novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Even for a 12th level of the path-splitting realm to pass the 8th floor, it's extremely against heaven. The Demon Jade space. The 9-floored Black Tower. Lin Yuan's figure descended. You've come. The statue Shinji came out, his gaze towards Lin Yuan filled with emotions. He had never imagined that he would encounter such an abnormal monster. Compared to Lin Yuan, even being a chaos great saint like the Moyu Tower Master seems average. I'll try the 8th floor. Lin Yuan spoke in a gentle tone. Okay. The statue Shinji nodded. He then cleared the path leading to the 8th floor of the Black Tower. Whoosh! Lin Yuan entered the 8th floor of the Black Tower. The statue Shinji immediately began to observe. This time in the 8th floor, Lin Yuan didn't hesitate and directly utilized the Chaos Chi to strengthen himself. He arrived at the final stage of the 8th floor. Break for me! Lin Yuan lowly shouted. His greatly increased life essence finally allowed him to cross over and step into the end of the 8th floor. Passed. Lin Yuan felt a slight relief in his heart. At this moment, he had reached his own limit state. If he couldn't pass the 8th floor of the Black Tower now, he'd probably have to wait until he stepped into the 12th level of the path-splitting realm to try again. Congratulations! You are the 142nd member of my Demon Jade Tower to pass the 8th floor. The statue Shinji appeared and spoke. The 142nd? Lin Yuan was slightly stunned. Only 142? It's quite a lot already. The statue Shinji sighed. Those who can pass the 8th floor of the Black Tower are generally at the peak of the ruling realm. In its heyday, the Demon Jade Tower had 141 peak ruling realm masters, along with several Chaos Realm beings, and seated with the Chaos Great Saint as the Moyu Tower Master, it was considered extremely strong. In reality, by the Chaos Realm, very few would submit to any Chaos Great Saint. Chaos Venerables could completely establish a Chaos continent of their own, roaming freely. Why follow a Chaos Great Saint? Protection? With the strength of a Chaos Venerable, it's hard to die as long as one doesn't court death. Even a Chaos Great Saint would find it very difficult to completely kill a Chaos Venerable. The numerous life-saving methods of a Chaos Venerable should not be underestimated. Guidance? From a Chaos Venerable to a Chaos Great Saint, one can only rely on oneself. Seeking refuge with a Chaos Great Saint hardly aids one's own breakthrough into the Great Saint's domain. The Chaos Dragon Beast subdued by Ancient Ming Venerable in the Chaos Continent of Ancient Ming only compares closely to a Chaos Venerable, not equivalent to one. That's quite a lot. Lin Yuan thought for a moment and still felt he had underestimated himself. Now, setting other aspects aside, he is already above the vast majority of the pinnacle masters in the domain of rules. Even during the peak period of the Magic Jade Tower, he could be ranked within the top 200. This is the reward list for passing the 8th level. Statue Shinji waved his hand, and a light screen appeared in front of Lin Yuan. The list enumerated treasures from the Chaos Realm of the highest order. Normally, the rewards for passing the 8th level of the Black Tower are supreme treasures of the Master Realm, with occasionally 1 or 2 Chaos Realm treasures. But Lin Yuan passed as a level 11, and now the treasures listed by the statue Shinji are the most precious batch in the entire 9-story Black Tower. Normal members of the Magic Jade Tower, even if they surpass the 9th level, won't get to choose these treasures. Only those Chaos Venerables who pass the 9th level with a particularly against heaven's demeanor and have hopes of becoming Chaos Great Saints get the treatment that Lin Yuan has now merely by passing the 8th level. So many treasures. Lin Yuan was inwardly shocked. The Chaos Realm's secret treasure left by the Peak Master, Song Weiyang, didn't even qualify to be at the bottom of this reward list. For Chaos Venerables, Chaos Realm secret treasures are not considered precious. Many of them are simply crafted by Chaos Venerables casually. Otherwise, Song Weiyang wouldn't have had 3 Chaos Realm secret treasures on him. Of course, for those in the Path-Splitting and Master Realms, a Chaos Realm secret treasure weapon is still extremely precious. Which one should I choose? Lin Yuan was somewhat troubled for a moment. First, eliminate the weapon secret treasures. The weapon secret treasures on the reward list are all top-tier Chaos Realm weapon secret treasures, which, even if Lin Yuan advances to level 12, he wouldn't be able to refine and wield for a long time. Unable to refine or use, no matter how precious, they're somewhat impractical. Forget it, I'll choose when I step into level 12. Lin Yuan thought for a moment, currently being only level 11, if he rushed a choice and it ended up not being useful once reaching level 12, it would be a loss. Anyway, he is not lacking anything at the moment, so there's no need to make an immediate choice. I'll wait and choose later. Lin Yuan looked towards Statue Shinji and spoke. No problem. Statue Shinji nodded. Next, I want to check out the 9th level. Lin Yuan raised his head, looking towards the 9th level of the Black Tower. This is also the final level of the Black Tower. Passing the 9th level generally means one possesses the peak strength of the Chaos Realm, not far from becoming a Chaos Great Saint. Go ahead. Statue Shinji showed a slightly strange expression but still nodded. The next moment, Lin Yuan arrived at the 9th level of the Black Tower. There were no pressures here, nor any rule tests. The entire 9th level was empty, nothing at all, which surprised Lin Yuan. What's the standard for passing the 9th level? Lin Yuan pondered in his heart, as there was nothing resembling a finish line nearby. Just then, the whole 9th level suddenly dimmed. A majestic figure condensed. He was dressed in a black robe, his gaze indifferent, seemingly embodying the principles of the Tao. Lin Yuan's expression changed as he met this majestic figure's gaze, then felt his consciousness fall, and when he recovered, he was outside the 9-level Black Tower. The 9th level is? Lin Yuan's expression became solemn. Correct. To pass the 9th level, you must defeat an imprint left by the original owner. Statue Shinji said next to him. An imprint left by the Moyu Tower Master? Lin Yuan was quite speechless. He knew that the 9th level of the Black Tower was difficult but didn't expect it to be this challenging. The Moyu Tower Master was a Chaos Great Saint, and his imprint was not something an ordinary Chaos Realm could handle. After all, the powerhouses appearing in the Demon Jade space are just incarnations of a sliver of mental consciousness. Shenhuang's Secret Realm. Lin Yuan reopened his eyes. Now it seems, the strength of the Moyu Tower Master shouldn't be weaker than Shenhuang. Lin Yuan thought to himself. Previously, watching Shenhuang open up 33,333 Shenhuang Secret Realms, Lin Yuan felt that Shenhuang was stronger than the Moyu Tower Master. Let's not worry about these. Lin Yuan collected his thoughts and gazed into the cosmic starry skies. For the past century, Lin Yuan's 2 primordial spirits and incarnation have been wandering around the universe, often sensing causal lockdown espionage from alien races of level 12. Unfortunately, those level 12 alien races are not stronger than Lin Yuan in comprehending the causal rules, so even though Lin Yuan gives them opportunities, actively letting out his 2 primordial spirits and incarnation, the alien races of level 12 couldn't lock down the positions of the 2 primordial spirits and incarnation, let alone attempt an assassination. I've given you all the opportunities, but they're not useful. Lin Yuan sighed. At this moment his various aspects have reached their peak, ready to strike at the ultimate at any time. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know, report, so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 953, I know a little bit of everything, please subscribe. In the Dark Grand Hall, the ultimate beings of the 12th Order gathered once again. Compared to their full confidence 100 years ago, the expressions on the faces of these 12th Order ultimates were not very pleasant. 100 years, a full century, they had personally attempted to lock down the Galaxy Master's location using the rules of causality. But the results were disappointing, yielding no progress. In the causal vision of every 12th Order ultimate, the Galaxy Master was indeed within the universe, but they just couldn't pin down his location. Had it not been certain that there was no trace of Lin Yuan's causality within the Milky Way main star, some of the 12th Order ultimates would have likely made a move to test the waters. What exactly is going on? Why is the causality sensing of the Galaxy Master so vague? The many 12th Order ultimates exchanged looks, considering the possibility that the Galaxy Master's true body, his incarnations or avatars, were hiding in the central star domain, the ancestral land of human civilization. Wuxia the Oval Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. They would not be so troubled if that were the case. After all, that is the main stronghold of human civilization. But in fact, that's not the case. At least, the Galaxy Master's incarnations are often seen walking in the cosmos. There are two possibilities. The progenitor of the Tianyu clan opened his mouth. One is that the Galaxy Master's mastery over the rules of causality surpasses us, the 12th order. Only then could he conceal his own causality, leading us to repeatedly come back empty-handed. The second possibility is that the Galaxy Master is relying on a treasured causality artifact to isolate his own causality. With the resources of human civilization, producing such an artifact would not be difficult. After saying this, the Tianyu clan progenitor pondered for a while before continuing. I think the second possibility is more likely. Hearing this, the other 12th Order ultimates nodded in agreement. The Galaxy Master surpassing them in causality? That possibility was too fantastical to imagine. After all, they were beings of the 12th Order. Even if they were not adept in causality, they wouldn't be surpassed by an 11th Order. It's a pity that we do not have any of his blood or hair as a lead. Otherwise, even with a causality artifact for protection, he could not escape our causality tracking. The ultimate from the prison tribe said, shaking his head slightly. The rule of causality values the medium greatly, whether in cursing or in locating a target. Having a medium and not having one are completely different challenges. With the strength and realm of the Galaxy Master, along with how much human civilization values him, it's impossible for any of his blood or hair to be left outside, said the Insect Queen. Even for an ordinary 11th Order, they would be quite cautious about this, not leaving behind anything related to themselves outside. Even on the battlefield, high-order powerhouses would detonate themselves without hesitation if they found no way to survive, turning their body, soul, and all related materials to ashes. This action is not only to prevent being captured by alien races but also out of concern that alien races could obtain their medium through their remains. It seems we can't find the Galaxy Master through normal methods, reflected the ultimate from the prison tribe. Is there a way to force the Galaxy Master out? The so-called forcing out involved threatening with the lives of the Galaxy Master's relatives and friends to coerce him into appearing. The Galaxy Master is quite young, with all his relatives still alive, including many elders, such as the various Peak Masters and the Chikuan Star Lord of the Red Kuan lineage. It's not very meaningful. The ultimate from the Star Alliance shook his head. The Galaxy Master is not the kind to overly value emotions and family. Indeed. The Insect Queen nodded. Tuoba Ancient God originally planned to use the Galaxy Master's friend as a threat, but the Galaxy Master personally killed that friend. The 12th Order ultimates present in the hall had all thoroughly investigated the Galaxy Master and naturally were aware of the conflict with the Tuoba Ancient God. Seeing how the Galaxy Master dealt with Tuoba Ancient God, they estimated that even if they captured the Galaxy Master's relatives or teacher, the Galaxy Master would likely not even frown over it. And for ultimates of the 12th Order to descend into such actions, it would indeed be somewhat disgraceful if the means used were ineffective. Besides that, they would have to face retribution from the most powerful beings of human civilization afterwards. It's just not worth it. Lord Fan. At this moment, the ultimate from the prison tribe turned to the ultimate from the Cosmos clan. Your clan received a special secret technique at the dawn of the cosmos? The countenance of the Cosmos clan ultimate Lord Fan shifted ever so slightly. Are you talking about the secret technique, 9-day worship? 9-day worship. It is a secret technique within the domain of the causality rules. It involves a worshipping ritual that forcibly strengthens the causal link between two entities, ultimately for cursing or pinpointing one's location. However, this secret technique comes at a great cost. To use it against the Galaxy Master, one must worship the Galaxy Master for 9 consecutive days, with each day resulting in a reduction of the caster's origin source. While the reduced origin source can be restored later, it requires a significant amount of time, and during this period, one's battle capacity cannot be at its peak. If it were to subdue a pure ultimate, the Cosmos clan ultimate Lord Fan might be willing, but to merely locate the position of the Galaxy Master requires paying so much of his own origin source. The Galaxy Master is already at the peak of level 11. Any moment ready to break through to the ultimate level. Once he steps into the 12th order, there is a high probability that he will become a pinnacle being of the path-splitting realm before the end of the cosmic era. By then, you should know what will happen with our races, the ultimate from the prison tribe said. Lord Fan, to counter the Galaxy Master, everyone is willing to offer that drop of heterogeneous blood, allowing you to cast the secret technique. What's stopping you? The Insect Queen interjected. If considering the price to be paid, the insect race has indeed offered the highest stake. Nevertheless, the insect race holds the deepest grudge against human civilization and is the least willing to see the Galaxy Master successfully ascend to the 12th order. I understand. After pondering for a while, the Cosmos Clan Ultimate Lord Fan nodded. I will begin worshipping the Galaxy Master now. 9 days from now, my causal link with the Galaxy Master will be at its strongest, and then I will inform you all of his specific location. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 954 I know a little about everything. Please subscribe. _2-inch rest assured. Once we have locked onto the position of the Galaxy Master, leave the rest to us, the ultimate of the prison tribe said with a smile. In fact, the 9-day worship secret technique is a kind of curse-killing skill that carries out the curse by exploiting the strongest causal connection after worshipping the 9 days. But curse-killing is not fail-safe. Knowing that the Galaxy Master has a causality-related treasure for protection, even with the 9-day worship secret technique, it's still not foolproof. And what if we end up curse-killing the Galaxy Master? The Galaxy Master has not yet ascended to the 12th layer. His life essence imprint is still within the Time River, which can be resurrected by the strongest among human civilization. Therefore, the safest method is to pinpoint the location of one of the Galaxy Master's avatars through the 9-day worship secret technique. Then all of us at the 12th layer converge to suppress the Galaxy Master in a lightning-fast move, and use that drop of bizarre blood to contaminate the Galaxy Master. This is the most perfect strategy to deal with the Galaxy Master. We don't need to completely kill the Galaxy Master. We just need that drop of bizarre blood to influence the Galaxy Master so that he ultimately fails at a critical moment, they said. The ultimates of the 12th layer exchanged glances and nodded slightly. Then I shall begin. Ultimate Lord Fan of the Cosmos tribe took a deep breath. His true self, situated deep within the territory of the Cosmos tribe, knelt down, with many pieces of information about the Galaxy Master surfacing in his mind. In an instant, a causal connection between him and the Galaxy Master was formed. Following that, with every bow Ultimate Lord Fan directed at Lin Yuan, the causal link between them grew stronger. The Xianhuang secret realm. Lin Yuan was unaware of the conspiracies of the alien 12th layers. He simply felt that, so far, those alien 12th layers haven't even been able to lock onto his deliberately exposed primordial spirit avatar, and probably lacked even the qualification to have a final confrontation with him. However, it seems that those ultimates of the 12th layer have not made any moves against my teachers? Lin Yuan's gaze was profound. Ever since he learned from the robber clan 100 years ago that the alien 12th layers wanted to target him, he asked Xiaqin and other supremely powerful figures to pay more attention to the Chiquan Star Lord and the situation with his parents and family. Moreover, Lin Yuan took away a sliver of their spiritual will and placed it in the Xianhuang secret realm to prevent the most extreme situations from occurring. 12th layer. Lin Yuan's thoughts converged as he began preparing for the final assault on the 12th layer. At this moment, within the Time River, Lin Yuan's form was nearly larger than the river itself. If he did not curl up as much as possible at the riverbed, it seemed that the entire Time River would not be able to contain him. I feel that if I were to stand up, the depth of the entire Time River would only reach my waist. Lin Yuan quietly thought to himself. Other level 11 perfect powerhouses might be able to leap from within the river by exerting their full strength, momentarily staying above the river for an instant. Even so, this would come at the cost of almost all their focus at the level 11 perfect. When assaulting the 12th layer, they first have to withstand the Chaos Void Origin infusion to have more confidence in leaping out of the Time River. But Lin Yuan? He doesn't need to make a forceful leap at all. Just gently standing up would allow most of his form to appear outside of the time river. With my current life essence and my many foundations, the probability of ascending to the 12th layer is at least 95%. Lin Yuan thought to himself. As for the remaining 0.5%, it stems from the uncertainty of the vast chaos void. Lin Yuan's expression suddenly shifted. The martial arts evolution road has finally birthed its first 8th layer? At this moment, Lin Yuan's understanding of the spacetime had reached the 7th realm, and with the identity of the ancestor of martial arts, he could vaguely sense all those in the universe who practice martial Tao and evolve. Not bad. A smile appeared on Lin Yuan's face. In the central divine China world, after accumulating over millions of years in the spirit realm, the limit martial Tao experts also reached only the 8th layer, and that was the result of Lin Yuan's forceful cultivation. But in the main universe, in less than 1,000 years, the first 8th layer martial Tao was born. The main reason is the almost systematic cultivation methods of the main universe human civilization, where the once mysterious path of cultivation is openly laid out. Together with guidance from many higher-level evolutionary beings and so on, the development trend of the martial arts evolution road in the main universe far surpasses the spirit realm, and even the immortal realm cannot match it. Well, before the ultimate ascent, let's meet this little guy. Lin Yuan thought to himself. Decades ago, to encourage martial arts evolutionaries to diligently cultivate, Lin Yuan posted a status from the account of the founder of martial Tao. That is, whoever steps into the 8th layer of martial Tao first could meet him in person. A barbaric wilderness planet. A figure sat cross-legged. The 8th layer of martial Tao. This is the 8th layer of martial Tao. The figure was full of energy, and a world's breath faintly emanated from within his body, as if a small world had been opened. Sar the Novelier, an ET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. The figure was named Zhang Tianji, a 7th-stage martial Tao peak evolutionary, and not long ago he just opened his own internal world, stepping into the 8th layer of martial Tao. So far, among humanity's martial arts evolution road, the strongest were only at the 7th layer, and no one had yet heard of the existence of the 8th layer. In other words, at this moment he, Zhang Tianji, is very likely the first martial arts evolutionary below the ancestor of martial arts to step into the 8th layer. Using the physical body as the foundation, advancing blood, spirit, soul, and heart in unison, the path of martial arts evolution indeed befits mankind's 5th. As Zhang Tianji continuously felt the changes within his body, his reverence for the ancestor of martial arts who opened the path of martial arts evolution grew ever deeper. He had merely walked on the already perfected road of martial arts evolution and already encountered its profound mysteries. Then what kind of existence would the ancestor of martial arts, the one who pioneered this evolutionary path, be? Someone is looking for me? Zhang Tianji suddenly blinked. The goddess of wisdom directly contacted him, reminding him that someone was looking for him. The ancestor of martial arts is inviting me? Upon seeing who was contacting him, Zhang Tianji immediately became stupefied. The ancestor of martial arts was looking for him? Right, the ancestor of martial arts once said, whoever first steps into the 8th layer could meet him. Zhang Tianji recalled this. As a martial arts evolutionary, he naturally remembered every single status the ancestor of martial arts had posted. But, I've only just broken through and haven't told anyone yet. How did the ancestor of martial arts know? Zhang Tianji did not dare to delay and immediately agreed. Suddenly, a strand of Zhang Tianzi's spiritual will was pulled into a personal world. After being promoted to a level 11 citizen, Lin Yuan's many privileges reached their peak. His personal space underwent maximal expansion, becoming a personal world. I've seen the ancestor of martial arts. As soon as Zhang Tianji saw a blurred figure standing in the center of the world, he immediately went over to offer his respects. You are not bad. Lin Yuan nodded slightly. The transition from the 7th layer to the 8th layer in martial Tao is a qualitative change, involving the creation of an internal world within one's body. Of course, in the martial arts evolution road that Lin Yuan established, as long as one reaches the most perfect state, it is completely possible to create an internal world before breaking through to the 7th layer, but this is very difficult. If you have any questions about cultivation, you can ask them. Lin Yuan looked at Zhang Tianji and spoke. Since he had personally met Zhang Tianji, it was just a light effort to provide him some guidance. Thank you, ancestor of martial arts. Upon hearing this, Zhang Tianzi's spirit was lifted. Personal guidance from the ancestor of martial arts? If word of this spread, countless evolutionaries would be envious of him, Zhang Tianji. In thousands of years of cultivation, I have tried many evolutionary paths and discovered that many pathways have their own focus on the comprehension of rules. Zhang Tianji immediately voiced his question. Before cultivating on the martial arts evolutionary path, he was already a 7th-rank peak evolutionary, having tried dozens of evolutionary paths, and found each specialized in different aspects. He wanted to know if there was any evolutionary path in this world that encompassed them all. That's normal. Evolutionary paths are created by people, and people have their own strengths and weaknesses. The evolutionary paths are no exception. Even the strongest evolutionary path is like this. Lin Yuan spoke with a smile. I see. Zhang Tianji was enlightened. Then Zhang Tianji seemed to remember something and tentatively asked cautiously, then, ancestor of martial arts, do you have any areas of specialization? Me? Lin Yuan's gaze was calm, looking at Zhang Tianji, who dared not look directly at him, and said with a smile, I know a little bit of everything. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 955. The Ultimate Attack. Please subscribe. Know a little of everything? Hearing the ancestor of martial arts speak these words with an incomparably calm tone, Zhang Tianji fell into a bit of silence. Even the strongest evolutionary pathways have focal points, and the supreme beings do too. Is it possible that the ancestor of martial arts knows a little of everything? Although they say a little, Zhang Tianji didn't dare to truly believe it was just a little. Doesn't this mean that, in some aspects, the ancestor of martial arts could be even stronger than the 9 supreme beings of human civilization? If it were any other evolutionary, no matter how outdated the information, Zhang Tianji would think it a joke. Stronger than a supreme being. The 9 supreme beings of human civilization not only stand at the pinnacle of human civilization but also at the summit of the starry sky races. Stronger than a supreme being, isn't that nonsense? But the ancestor of martial arts? Zhang Tianji vaguely felt that the ancestor of martial arts wasn't lying. The martial arts evolutionary pathway hasn't even advanced to the 12th layer as the strongest evolutionary path, yet it ranks 5th in human civilization, which already explains a lot. Next, Lin Yuan casually answered several of Zhang Tianzi's doubts and then ended the call with him. Lin Yuan personally met with Zhang Tianji, solely because the latter was the first to step into the 8th layer of the martial arts evolutionary pathway. It was entirely out of pity for future evolutionaries. On the barbaric wilderness planet, Zhang Tianji disconnected from the virtual world, looking lost and forlorn. After just a short exchange with the ancestor of martial arts, Zhang Tianji felt his understanding of martial Tao and of many other evolutionary paths had drastically changed. This change was like viewing from the highest vantage point. Zhang Tianzi's understanding of the essence of evolution had greatly improved. This is the ancestor of martial arts. Zhang Tianji steadied his spirit, and in his heart, he actually wanted to add something else. That is, even supreme beings are merely SOSO, right? I heard that the true identity of the ancestor of martial arts is the Galaxy Master. Zhang Tianji thought of some rumors recently circulating within human civilization. The theory that the Galaxy Master is the founder of martial Tao has been spreading widely. The official stance of human civilization has not stopped this, nor has the ancestor of martial arts come forward to dispel the rumors. This leads to the rumors' credibility growing ever higher. With the status of the ancestor of martial arts in human civilization, if there were any false rumors, the human civilization officials would surely come forward to contain it. But they did not. Although human civilization officials have also not appeared to confirm it. But sometimes silence equals consent. The same goes for the ancestor of martial arts. Galaxy Master. Zhang Tianji swallowed hard, realizing that the entire growth trajectory of the Galaxy Master, from birth to the present, could be clearly traced. Such an evolutionary genius who is not even 1,000 years old, how could he be related to the founder of the martial arts evolutionary path? Yet they turned out to be the same person. Martial Tao 8th Layer. Zhang Tianzi's mind kept flashing back to everything the ancestor of martial arts had said just now. At this moment, Zhang Tianji saw a clear path from the 8th layer to the 9th stage Martial Tao. It was due to both the ancestor of martial arts guidance from a loftier place and Zhang Tianzi's own accumulation over thousands of years, which burst forth under the mentoring of the ancestor of martial arts today. I will commence closed-door cultivation now. Zhang Tianji immediately closed his eyes, planning to continue his retreat right there for hundreds or thousands of years to fully absorb the guidance of the ancestor of martial arts. In front of the naturally formed space-time black hole, the Taiyang divine spirit of Lin Yuan was sitting cross-legged. Black holes are special cosmic bodies within the universe, and space-time black holes are created by numerous black hole collisions leading to the collapse of space-time, forming a massive celestial phenomenon. Even for a level 11 perfect being, in the presence of a massive space-time black hole, they appear extremely insignificant and might be pulled in if careless. Many ancient gods at level 11 perfect have established various space-time black hole secret techniques based on naturally occurring space-time black holes in the universe. The strongest among them only possesses a mere 1/1,000,000th or 1/10,000,000th of the real space-time black hole's power. Space-time black hole? Lin Yuan observed the space-time black hole in front of him carefully. Time and space are inherently one, but can also repel each other. Space-time black holes are an example, with time and space clashing to the extreme, resulting in the formation of space-time black holes. The emanating shockwaves are close to the 12th level. If I can thoroughly understand the space-time black hole before me and grasp the spatio-temporal fusion rule, even if I can't reach the peak of the 7th realm, the difference won't be too great, Lin Yuan thought to himself. Merely the unconscious and unguided collision of time and space could burst forth with near 12th level power. Once controlled by humans, the effects produced would be unimaginable. It's time to leave. After a long while, Lin Yuan gradually ceased his perception. At this point, with each aspect of his true self at its pinnacle and the ultimate level imminent, there would be no issue in coming back to comprehend the space-time black hole after stepping into the 12th layer. In a dark and somber hall, the time of 9-day worship has passed in the blink of an eye. More than a dozen ultimate beings of the 12th layer have arrived once again. 9 days have gone by. Lord Fan, have you locked onto the position of the Galaxy Master? Yes, have you located him? Time is of the essence. The Galaxy Master can attempt to reach the ultimate level at any moment. The tones of the various 12th layer ultimate beings were quite urgent. Once the Galaxy Masters decide to make the ultimate leap, they will no longer have the chance to intervene. As Galaxy Masters challenge the ultimate, the 9 mightiest human beings will inevitably set up numerous spatial temporal mazes. At that time, they won't have any idea where the Galaxy Masters are attempting the ultimate leap within a short period. Once the time has passed and the Galaxy Master leaps to the ultimate, all they can do is watch helplessly. With the ultimate leap at level 11 perfect, everything will leap out of the river of time, and during the process it will suffer from the backlash of both the river of time and the main universe. Similarly, this backlash also serves as protection, ensuring that aside from the backlash, no other external forces can interfere with the ultimate leap. Although the entities at the 12th level have completely freed themselves from the shackles of the river of time, this freedom does not imply that they can oppose the river of time. It's almost time. Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe frowned deeply. His true self in the depths of the prison tribe's territory, having already worshipped the phantom of the Galaxy Master for a full 9 days. With every kneel during these 9 days, the causality between himself and the Galaxy Master deepened significantly. Now, after 9 days of worship, the causality between Lord Fan and the Galaxy Master far exceeds that between the closest kin. Of course, this causal connection, formed through 9-day worship, can only last for a short time, and the price Lord Fan paid for it is horrific, taking millions to billions of years to recover from. To think that I, a grand 12th layer being, Would pay such a price just to lock down your location. You should be proud, thought Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe as he took a deep breath. The price he paid far exceeds that of battling other entities at the 12th level. If it weren't for the promise from the peak clans such as the prison tribe that they would not attack the prison tribe in the long years to come, on top of the threat posed by the Galaxy Master, he would not have done this. The gloomy Great Hall. Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe looked towards the other entities at the 12th level. It's done. Continental Lord Fan from the prison tribe spoke. Good, good, good. Ha 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 ha. Galaxy Master. What use is your causal treasure for protection? Smiles appeared on the faces of the entities at the 12th level. How many avatars does the Galaxy Master have outside? The ultimate of the prison tribe immediately asked. Currently, the number of avatars the Galaxy Master has distributed within the universe totals to 143. Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe closed his eyes, sensing carefully. At this moment, his connection of causality with Lin Yuan was at its strongest. Even with multiple layers of separation, he could lock onto Lin Yuan's position. 143 avatars. The ultimate from the prison tribe exchanged glances with the other entities at the 12th level. The Galaxy Master had released so many avatars outside, and even after a century of locking on, they haven't located even one? In the end, it took Lord Fan, who paid a tremendous price and employed the 9-day worship secret technique, just to barely lock on? I can sense one of the Galaxy Master's avatars is outside the universe? Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe's expression shifted slightly as he spoke involuntarily. Outside the universe. That is a domain even the beings of the 12th level cannot explore. Outside the universe? Where? The ultimate of the prison tribe immediately asked. Unclear. Even with the enhancement of the 9-day worship secret technique, the presence of the universe makes it impossible to sense specifics. Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe shook his head. The universe itself is capable of severing layers of causality and spacetime. With the chaos void outside the universe having even more abundant and countless rules than within, trying to sense the causality outside the universe with that from within is even more difficult than ascending to the heavens. Thus, Lord Fan could not detect too much. Wanhua once said that the Galaxy Master's mental will has reached the 12th level, and with his mental will, it's estimated that he has formed an avatar nearby the universe. Conjectured the ultimate of the prison tribe. Beings of the 12th level can also form avatars outside the universe, but the avatars have only a short connection with their true selves, and they are constantly eroded by chaos chi. Therefore, after a few trials, the 12th level beings generally lost interest. All right, pick one of the avatars with the deepest causal connection, lock down the spatial coordinates, and then we will directly descend there. The ultimate of the prison tribe stated. While any avatar of the Galaxy Master would suffice, obviously the one with the deepest connection to the Galaxy Master would be best. It's right here, in front of spatial temporal black hole number 52. Ultimate Lord Fan from the prison tribe announced a specific coordinate. It'll take you there. The ancestor of the Tianyu clan waved their hands, and an invisible wave of spacetime swept over, instantly making the many beings of the 12th level vanish from the scene. Lin Yuan stood in front of the spatial temporal black hole, having stood up and planning to leave, to reunite with his true self and challenge the ultimate. But at that moment, whoosh, the flow of spacetime moved like water. One majestic figure after another arrived in an instant, encircling Lin Yuan with more than a dozen imposing figures, isolating spacetime, turning Lin Yuan's piece of the universe into a lonely island. CTH Novelier, an ET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Galaxy Master. Savor the source of chaos and corruption to your heart's content. The ultimate of the Tianyu clan took the lead, 24 pairs of wings covering the cosmos, as a pristine right hand reached out, attempting to oppress Lin Yuan. A terrifying aura pervaded, and an endless force began to influence layers upon layers of spacetime. Ha! Lin Yuan looked slightly startled. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. The other human civilization supremes did the same. Lin Yuan, Xia Qin's supreme, harbored worries in his heart. More than 100 years ago, he had planned to send Lin Yuan's true self into the Central Star Domain, the safest place in the entire human civilization. It was only after learning that Lin Yuan had become the master of the Shenhuang secret realm that he abandoned this idea. In terms of safety, where could be safer than the Shenhuang secret realm? With the Shenhuang secret realm separating causality, those old guys can't affect Lin Yuan's true self at all. And as for memory contamination, the Galaxy Master's willpower is no weaker than any of us level 12s. Memory contamination is also not feasible. Xia Qin's Supreme's thoughts rapidly turned, and he slightly relaxed. In his view, those alien level 12s could not really do anything to the Galaxy Master this time. At most, they could kill an avatar or embodiment of the Galaxy Master. Of course. Even so, Xia Qin's Supreme and the other 9 Supremes of human civilization did not slow down at all. Those alien level 12s not being able to do anything to Lin Yuan was one thing. But making a move against Lin Yuan was another. Even if they had not affected Lin Yuan at all, as level 12 beings taking action against a level 11 life, it was a violation of the unwritten rules among level 12 ultimates. Rumbling. The pressure of space-time grew increasingly heavy. The Tianyu clan ancestor's gaze was cold as he looked down on Lin Yuan, his pressing right hand not pausing for a moment. From the moment of arrival, everything happened in the blink of an eye, and even if the Galaxy Master managed to react forcibly, wanting to self-destruct this avatar, it was too late. Self-destructing an avatar requires time. By the time the command to self-detonate the avatar reached them, his palm would have already suppressed it. However, the next moment, under the incredulous gazes of the surrounding more than 10 level 12 ultimates, the Galaxy Master, who had been standing quietly at a distance, as if petrified by fear, took a small step backward. A mere step's distance, yet it seemed as though separated by an entire universe. The Tianyu clan ancestor's palm incredibly missed its target. The violent fluctuations of space-time, capable of annihilating a level 11 perfect in both form and spirit, quieted down rapidly when nearing Lin Yuan's surroundings by several meters. What? The Tianyu clan ancestor was somewhat dazed. His level 12 ultimate strike had unexpectedly missed. Before this, the Tianyu clan ancestor had envisioned every possibility, such as Lin Yuan withstanding the blow by relying on the heritage weapon of human civilization. Of course, this possibility was slim. How precious were heritage weapons? How could they allow an avatar or embodiment to carry it? The clan suppression weapons carried by the numerous strongest level 11 beings in the super-large battlefield were all under the watchful eyes of the various level 12 ultimates. But to miss entirely? The Tianyu clan ancestor could not understand. He could feel that this was a pure contest at the level of rules. Blocking his palm by sheer force might be aided by external forces, but a contest at the level of rules? It meant that the Galaxy Master's comprehension of the rules was not at all inferior to his. The level 12 ultimates surrounding him looked on with serious eyes. At this moment, they were certain that the Galaxy Master, in terms of rule comprehension, had reached the level 12 threshold fully. Even more than just reaching their level but surpassing them. After all, under comprehension of the same level of rules, Lin Yuan, with his level 11 status, easily made a palm strike of such a level 12 being from Tianyu clan miss, which wasn't explainable by mere same-level rule comprehension. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Xia Qin, the Supreme, also found it unbelievable. It was not a matter of doubting Lin Yuan, but the scene before them simply shouldn't have occurred. Robber clan territory, the deepest, unknowable area, in front of an unremarkable wooden house. The ultimate of the robber clan sat there, with a scene appearing in front of him where more than 10 12th layer ultimates surrounded Lin Yuan. As one of the most mysterious clans in the universe and one of the only two at the peak of the path-splitting realm, this ultimate of the robber clan naturally had the means to glimpse the scene before the spacetime black hole. Impressive. The ultimate of the robber clan outside the wooden house murmured to himself. He also saw the scene of Lin Yuan punching back the ultimate of the Tianyu clan, sensing the terrifying rule fluctuations contained in that punch. A punch from a clone, reaching the power level of the 12th layer? A voice also came from inside the wooden house, the tone carrying shock. This scene held too much information. They could tell that Lin Yuan's punch did not rely on any external power, but this made it even more unbelievable. It seems that the gaze that spied on this place not long ago must have been the Galaxy Master. The ultimate of the robber clan outside murmured. Although he did not understand how Lin Yuan managed to throw that punch, the perception of rules involved, especially the space-time rule, was beyond even his comprehension. In such circumstances, considering the gaze that spied on them earlier, it seems this ultimate of the robber clan was almost certain the source was indeed the Galaxy Master. My robber clan has experienced multiple cosmic eras, witnessed countless geniuses, and there were lives that reached the peak of the path-splitting realm even before the great cosmic destruction. But the Galaxy Master? The ultimate of the robber clan outside continued speaking in a low voice, filled with awe. Other major peak clan powers only think the robber clan originated from the last cosmic era, but the history of the robber clan goes much beyond just the last one. Over the long years, through the many cosmic eras this universe has undergone, the robber clan's presence was there, but the great cosmic destruction erased much information about them, leaving only bits from the last cosmic era to this one. In all these cosmic eras, the two ultimate ancestors of the robber clan had witnessed countless geniuses, but compared to the Galaxy Master? No. Those so-called geniuses, those lives that stepped into the peak of path-splitting realm before the great cosmic destruction, simply do not qualify to be compared with the Galaxy Master. Fortunately, you didn't agree to those 12th layer ultimates plan to surround and kill the Galaxy Master. The voice inside the wooden house said. Given the strength that the Galaxy Master currently demonstrates, it's predictable that even if both ultimates of the robber clan took action, they could at most kill the Galaxy Master's this particular clone. But what about the Galaxy Master's real body? Even before stepping into the 12th layer, a clone of the Galaxy Master managed to achieve 12th layer level power in direct combat. What about once he truly steps into the 12th layer? The combat power of the Galaxy Master then, how tremendous would it be? The ultimate of the robber clan originally thought, after the Galaxy Master steps into the 12th layer, there was a high possibility of becoming a peak path-splitting realm life before the end of this cosmic era. But now, why wait until the end of this cosmic era? As soon as the Galaxy Master steps into the 12th layer, undergoing a drastic transformation and leap in life level, within this universe, which of the 12th layer ultimates could possibly be a match for the Galaxy Master? If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know. Report so we can fix it as soon as possible. Chapter 958. Dragged into the River of Time. Please subscribe. I felt that the Galaxy Master was hiding his true strength at that time. The ultimate being from the robber clan outside the cabin spoke. That's why they withdrew from the encirclement to kill the Galaxy Master and secretly sent clansmen to convey messages to him. Exactly, your intuition has always been accurate over the many cosmic eras. The ultimate being from the robber clan inside the cabin immediately agreed. When encirclement proved ineffective, any 12th layer being that participated in the encirclement would inevitably be held accountable once the Galaxy Master reached the 12th layer. Of course, with the strength of the robber clan, they naturally did not fear the retribution from ordinary peak path-splitting realm beings, but it would be troublesome, and at the very least it would mean humbling themselves for countless years to come. All over the universe, many 11th layer beings also sensed something was amiss. Is this the disturbance of a battle at the 12th layer? Who among the 12th layer beings are fighting? My heavens! How long has it been since the ultimate 12th layer beings have actually made a move? One after another, the 11th layer beings looked shocked. They could not see the specific scene, but just through the aftermath of the skirmish and the resulting spacetime disturbance, they could judge that both sides in the battle had reached the 12th layer. Although shocked, most of the 11th layer beings were not scared since their own clans also had ultimate beings and were not intimidated. Yet, for those from powerful clans, their hearts trembled uneasily. The skirmish at the 12th layer level could destroy large swathes of stellar secret realms with just a slight aftermath. If their clan happened to be unlucky, they might very well face extinction. Since the universe was born, how few were the number of clans extinct due to skirmishes at the 12th layer level. From that heaven-fallen legacy of countless treasures that came from outside the universe, many ultimate 12th layer beings clashed violently, leading to a mass extinction of life throughout the universe. It was only after that event that human civilization found the opportunity to rise. And now, the sudden emergence of a skirmish at the 12th layer level was causing panic among many 11th layer beings. In front of the space-time black hole, the countenance of the Tianyu clan's ancestor was ugly. The fact that his punch was repelled by the Galaxy Master not only surprised other ultimate 12th layer beings, leading to a reassessment of the Galaxy Master's capabilities, but for him, the Tianyu clan ancestor, it was an extreme disgrace. Indeed. The Shenyuan Supreme was too lazy to waste words and directly made a move. At that moment, dozens of 12th layer level powerhouses battled together, fracturing the region within tens to hundreds of thousands of light-years around the spacetime black hole. Galaxy Master, die! The aura of Tianyu clan's ancestor Tianyu Chen boiled over, and now he was no longer underestimating Lin Yuan. With a strike that utilized both the immense essence of life and the absolute advantage of power, he came crashing down. Lin Yuan evaded effortlessly, striking out with another punch, finding that Tianyu Chen did not budge an inch. Even when deploying the secret technique, Abyssal Eye, he could only partially draw upon the opponent's will. This made Tianyu Chen, the ultimate 12th layer being, capable of exerting only part of his strength. Such a secret technique, if Lin Yuan were to step into the 12th layer, Tianyu Chen probably wouldn't dare to face it and would instead turn tail and run. But Lin Yuan was not at the 12th layer. Mere 11th layer existence, even if Tianyu Chen could not exert his full strength, Lin Yuan could not trouble him either. It's just a primordial spirit, still too weak. Lin Yuan inwardly sighed. At this moment, he surpassed Tianyu Chen in both rule comprehension and spiritual will as a 12th layer being. But the gap in life essence was making it difficult for Lin Yuan at every step. Of course, what was difficult for Lin Yuan was that his attacks couldn't affect Tianyu Chen. As for whether Tianyu Chen could hit him, naturally the answer was no. The comprehension of the 7th realm of spacetime allowed Lin Yuan, as an innate being, to stand on an invincible ground, even if it was just an incarnation of the primordial spirit. This is also the reason why Lin Yuan, despite fully understanding the ultimate beings of the alien race's 12th layer designs on him, still sent out many avatars to wander the universe. I simply can't touch the Galaxy Master. On the other hand, after several probes, Tianyu Chen reached a conclusion. That is, his attacks could not land on the Galaxy Master at all. Even though the Galaxy Master's attacks couldn't breach his defenses, continuing this deadlock wasn't a solution. As a 12th layer powerhouse himself clashing with an 11th layer being, or rather an avatar of an 11th layer being, for so long without being able to defeat them, Tianyu Chen himself felt he was losing face. No more fighting. Tianyu Chen took a deep breath, realizing that persevering in this deadlock would only result in further loss of face. Let's go. Tianyu Chen intended to turn around and leave. He didn't care about the 12th layer ultimate beings who were currently engaged in battle with the 9 mightiest human warriors. Trying to leave? Lin Yuan sensed Tianyu Chen's thoughts. The next moment, another figure appeared from a different direction. It was Lin Yuan's Tai-Yin divine spirit. With a single step, the Tai-Yin divine spirit arrived alongside the Taiyang divine spirit. Immediately after, Tai-Yin and Taiyang merged into one. Tai-Yin and Taiyang were originally Lin Yuan's united Taiji divine spirit. However, due to the special nature of the martial arts evolution system, they were split in two. The Taiji divine spirit, divided into the two great divine spirits of Tai-yin and Tai-yang, had its strength reduced, but it was able to handle different matters at the same time. As Tai-yin and Tai-yang merged, they transformed into the Taiji divine spirit. Lin Yuan's aura quietly surged. The world within his body rapidly expanded, reaching a size of 5 light-years in diameter. In theory, the combat power of the Taiji divine spirit should be on par with the true body. But the true body had absorbed too many advantages, in particular the twice infusion from the Chaos Void origin. This caused the true Bodhi's inner world to reach a staggering size of 11 light-years in diameter. The Tai-yin divine spirit that had rushed over not only merged with the Tai-yang divine spirit, becoming the Taiji divine spirit with significantly increased strength and foundation. It also carried with it several 12th-layer weapons. The combination of all these factors caused the Taiji divine spirit's combat power to reach an unprecedented level. Humming sounds, a silver-white war saber tore through time and space, landing on Tianyu Chen's body. What? Tianyu Chen's expression greatly changed. This slash, it penetrated his protective armor, creating a fine crack in his flesh, soul, and inner world. Although the fine crack was instantly repaired, the next moment Lin Yuan's second slash also descended. In the span of a single breath, hundreds of slashes landed on Tianyu Chen's body. The fine crack was constantly being ripped open, then healed again. Not good. Tianyu Chen faintly sensed something ominous. A few hundred slashes didn't much affect him, but what about a few thousand? Or tens of thousands? If it were a clash with another 12th-layer being, Tianyu Chen would naturally not fear, even ready to exchange blow for blow. But Lin Yuan? Tianyu Chen simply couldn't touch Lin Yuan. That is to say, at the moment, Tianyu Chen was nothing but a punching bag. Exchange blow for blow? There was no such thing happening. Tianyu Chen exhaled lightly, then gave Lin Yuan a deep glance, his figure gradually becoming illusory, and then disappeared. The vast river of time. On its banks. Sir the Novelier. An ET website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Tianyu Chen's towering figure appeared. Compared to 11th-layer beings, the most significant trait of 12th-layer beings is their ability to break free from the shackles of the river of time and reside permanently on its banks. Therefore, to resist the Galaxy Master's attacks, the simplest way is to enter the space of the river of time and stand on its banks. Inside the time river, Tianyu Chen, feeling his life essence weakening continuously, became frightened and angry, and struggled to fight back. Lin Yuan, however, was nonchalant. He could feel the time river's influence and suppression on Tianyu Chen. At the moment, he only needed to keep this 12th-tier life form at bay. If it exceeded a certain time limit, the other party would face the risk of their life essence regressing. Tianyu Chen's eyes were bloodshot, and his 24 pairs of wings flapped behind him. Without a sound, 2 pairs of wings began to collapse. Boom! The strength of Tianyu Chen surged tremendously. With a single motion, he repelled Lin Yuan and then directly burst out of the time river, fleeing towards the shore in panic. He's out. Tianyu Chen has come out. Many 12th-tier beings on the shore sighed with relief upon seeing this. They also noticed Tianyu Chen's weakened breath and the fact that his 24 pairs of wings had become 22. But all that mattered was that he escaped the time river. Let's go. The other ancestors of the Tianyu clan quickly caught Tianyu Chen and then disappeared in a flash, returning to the territory of the Tianyu clan. What a pity! Below the time river, Lin Yuan watched Tianyu Chen escape, feeling a slight regret. In the main universe, even if Lin Yuan were to deploy his true form and activate those supreme path-splitting realm weapons, he would have absolutely no chance of slaying an ultimate being of the 12th rank. Even if the Taiji primordial spirit brandished a 12th rank weapon and slashed out hundreds of thousands of times, it would probably only cause some minor injuries to Tianyuchen. And over time, other alert 12th rank ultimates would intervene to stop him. But inside the Time River, Tianyuchen might truly face the possibility of falling. Yet there remained a significant gap between the life force essence of Lin Yuan and Tianyuchen, even if the latter was using 90% of his attention to resist the erosion from the entire Time River. Once Tianyuchen started fighting desperately, Lin Yuan couldn't even manage to hold him back. Although he hadn't managed to fully retain Tianyuchen, he had still achieved what Lin Yuan had anticipated, because the injuries sustained by Tianyuchen were almost indescribable in terms of their difficulty to heal. Not to mention the erosion of his life force essence during his fall into the Time River, but solely the act of shattering his 2 pairs of wings in his final effort to break free from the Time River. That move likely cost Tianyuchen an irreversible price. The power core of the Tianyu clan lies in their wings at their back, and this is true even for 12th rank beings. Though shattering one's wings can temporarily bring about a drastic increase in strength, it inevitably leads to an almost permanent decline and weakening in power afterward. As a 12th rank life form, Tianyuchen might be confident in restoring his shattered wings, but it could take billions upon billions of years. And before then, he would probably not even dare to show his face. The once 22-winged ultimate being of the Tianyu clan, their strength might now be estimated to rank at the very bottom among 12th rank beings. These 12th ranks haven't left? Hiding beneath the river water, Lin Yuan saw that the many 12th rank ultimates were still watching the waters of the Time River intently. However, Lin Yuan clearly noticed that the positions where these 12th rank ultimates now stood were a considerable distance from the Time River compared to before. Before today, these 12th rank ultimates stood on the riverbank, looking down upon the Time River, as if they were looking up at the big fish occasionally leaping out of the water. But now it no longer counted as the riverbank. Are they all guarding against me? Lin Yuan sighed, without feeling surprised. The main reason he was able to drag Tianyuchen into the Time River was the element of surprise. Tianyuchen had never anticipated such a drag from beneath the Time River, which resulted in his current predicament. But such a tactic could at most be used only once. Now that these 12th rank ultimates were on guard, constantly vigilant of Lin Yuan below the Time River, it was no longer possible to replicate the feat. Firstly, the distance was too far. Lin Yuan would probably have to expose half of his body to reach the 12th rank ultimates standing there now. Secondly, with these guarded 12th rank ultimates ready to react at a moment's notice and considering the gap in the life force essence, it would be very difficult for Lin Yuan to drag them down again. However, such means are no longer needed. Lin Yuan shook his head slightly. If he successfully reached the ultimate level as planned, he would soon stand beside those 12th rank ultimates on the riverbank, without the need to hide beneath the water and launch surprise attacks. On the banks of the Time River, the 12th rank ultimates stood a good distance away from the water. The injuries sustained by Tianyuchen will likely not be fully recovered by the end of this cosmic era. Yes, the erosion of the life force essence by the waters of the Time River is too severe for us 12th ranks to bear. The substantial losses of the Tianyu clan could affect their situation after the cosmic cataclysm. The many 12th rank ultimates conversed. For any 12th rank life form, the cosmic cataclysm is akin to passing through the gates of hell. Without reaching the pinnacle of the path-splitting realm, there's only a 50% or even smaller chance of survival. And with Tianyuchen's current state, there's little hope of improving his strength before the cosmic cataclysm, let alone returning to the peak of his powers. Chapter 961. How Mighty is the Divine Power? Please subscribe. The 9 supreme beings of human civilization also appeared on the banks of the River of Time. Unlike the other 12th layer ultimates, their solemn gazes shifted back to the now calm surface of the river. Most of the attention of these 9 supreme beings was focused on the other 12th layer ultimates. Only after witnessing one by one the 12th layer ultimates gradually disappear did the 9 supreme beings sigh in relief for no apparent reason. Shenyuan, what do we do now? Should we still demand an explanation from the Tianyu clan, prison tribe, insect race, and the others? the ancient power supreme being asked in a low voice. This was also the purpose of their hurried arrival. How could they not seek an explanation when so many 12th-layer ultimates bullied the weaker Galaxy Master, striking against him? Seek an explanation? Shenyuan Supreme couldn't help but glance at the ancient power supreme being. If things had developed as they had anticipated, with a split presence of the Galaxy Master falling, they would certainly demand an explanation to make those other race 12th layer pay dearly. But reality was not as such. Shenyuan Supreme even felt some sympathy for Tianyu Chun, the progenitor of the Tianyu clan, who had suffered such grave injuries that his chances of surviving the impending universal cataclysm were very slim. To demand an explanation at this time, Shenyuan Supreme worried that it might provoke the Tianyu clan and lead to a full-scale war between the pinnacle tribes. Forget it, Shenyuan Supreme said, shaking his head. Certainly, it was the other race 12th layer who started the trouble, but with Tianyu Chen's fate, Shenyuan Supreme felt that it was punishment enough. After today, the Tianyu clan will have essentially lost a 12th layer ultimate, as Tianyu Chun will disappear from the public eye for a prolonged period, inevitably causing the mighty tribe's influence to contract. The territory that becomes available will likely be uncontested by any other race against human civilization. After today, the Tianyu clan will have essentially lost a 12th layer ultimate, as Tianyu Chun will disappear from the public eye for a prolonged period, inevitably causing the mighty tribe's influence to contract. The territory that becomes available will likely be uncontested by any other race against human civilization. The Galaxy Master. Before long, the topic among the 9 supreme beings of human civilization returned to Lin Yuan. In his confrontation with over 10 12th layer ultimates, Lin Yuan displayed a level of strength that utterly shattered the perceptions of the 9 human phenomena. They thought they understood Lin Yuan quite well, much better than those other race 12th layer did. As many evolvers and high-ranking citizens were debating the relationship between the Galaxy Master and the founder of Martial Tao, they received this news. The Galaxy Master, overpowering a Tier 12 ultimate being? The Chikuan Star Lord of the Red Kuan lineage, who was instructing a few disciple peak masters, blinked, slightly unable to make sense of the matter. He knew every word in the message, but somehow when combined together it seemed so alien. Overpowering a Tier 12 ultimate being? His junior disciple? The Galaxy Master I once sparred with can now beat up a Tier 12? Wanyang Holy Sun, upon hearing the news from the Wanyang Star Lord, felt an immense shock, even though he had long stopped viewing the Galaxy Master as a rival. As the news spread across human civilization, countless evolvers boiled over with excitement, for this was even more shocking than a skirmish between Tier 12s. With an 11th tier overpowering a 12th tier, it was like an ant shaking a mighty tree. Galaxy Master. How majestic is he? His majesty is unparalleled. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. It can merely sense crises, but as for what kind of crisis, when it will occur, and where it comes from, it cannot know. Even so, this ability is extraordinarily monstrous. It has helped ancient Ming Venerable avoid many troubles. No good. I must quickly inform ancient Ming. The Chaos Dragon beast pondered for a moment. Its body immediately began to shrink, transforming into a size of 10 meters. If you find any errors, ads pop up, ads redirect, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know report so we can fix it as soon as possible. The initiation of the war would consume a lot of time, particularly a total war. The major peak tribal powers might need hundreds or thousands of years to prepare. By the time so long has passed, the Galaxy Master would likely have already made the ultimate assault, rendering it meaningless. And several dozen supreme beings making a move to strike at the human civilization's territory is also not very realistic. The 9 supreme beings of human civilization do not even need to fight head-on. They can simply hide within their clan suppression weapons. Moreover, the second-layer ultimates also do not wish to do so, for if they really pushed the human civilization's 9 supreme beings into a corner, what if they fought back desperately at the cost of their lives? Could their side come out unharmed? The only use of doing this would be to disrupt the Galaxy Master's attempt at the ultimate ascension, but how much could they actually disrupt? Actually, there is another way. One of the ultimates from the Tianyu clan spoke up at this moment. Upon hearing this, the surrounding second-layer ultimate spirits were lifted, and they all turned their gaze towards him. The Galaxy Master is indeed very strong, but no matter how strong, there is still a chance of failing when making the ultimate assault. The ultimate from the Tianyu clan slowly said, "We only need to wait for the Galaxy Master to fail the ultimate ascension. As long as the Galaxy Master failed the ultimate ascension and completely perished, the universe's 12 peak powers would return to balance." Wait for the Galaxy Master to fail the ultimate ascension? The myriad transformation queen fell into silence again. Isn't this leaving everything to the hands of an obscure fate? After a long time, the myriad transformation queen spoke, "But what if the Galaxy Master successfully ascends to the second layer? Successfully steps into the second layer?" The Tianyu clan ultimate shook his head. "Then I really have no other options." Although the way spoken by this ultimate from the Tianyu clan isn't truly a way. In a certain sense, it is also the only hope for all the second-layer ultimates. When making the ultimate assault, one must face backlash and suppression, not only from the long river of time but from the entire universe as well. No matter how strong your life essence is, there is always a possibility of complete annihilation. And this is the only method for the current Galaxy Master to be completely annihilated. In the Shenhuang secret realm, Lin Yuan is sitting cross-legged. At this moment, all aspects of him have reached the pinnacle perfection. He could attempt the ultimate ascension immediately. The myriad realms gate. Lin Yuan's mind sank into his sea of consciousness, gazing at the majestic and towering myriad realms gate. At the moment, the first original world's coordinates faintly emerged, surrounded by an endless, boundless world no less vast than the chaos void, the aura of vast land flowing through it. Once I ascend to the second layer and everything settles down, I'll carry out the 12th traversal. Lin Yuan thought to himself. Why wait until everything was stable to perform the next traversal? The flow of time in the original world is the same as in the chaos void. A year there is about 300 years in the universe. If Lin Yuan stayed in that original world for a few years, hundreds or thousands of years would have passed in the main universe. Hence, Lin Yuan must ensure there are no hidden dangers on his side before undertaking the 12th traversal. Otherwise, what if something happened in the universe midway through the traversal? Wouldn't the traversal have to be abandoned? In the previous 11 traversals, the flow of time in the universe was slower than in those traversal worlds. Even if Lin Yuan stayed longer in the traversal worlds, not much time would have gone by in the universe. I feel that after stepping into the second layer, some kind of transformation will occur to the myriad realms gate. Lin Yuan felt somewhat expectant. His understanding of space-time had reached the 7th realm, hence discovering the coordinates of 33 original worlds deep within the myriad realms gate. And once his life level completely steps into the second layer, many more secrets of the myriad realms gate will likely be unveiled before him. After all, even though a life at the second layer level still cannot handle the myriad realms gate's main body, it should be able to receive a lot of information and even abilities concerning the myriad realms gate. Let's begin the ascension now. Lin Yuan gathered his thoughts and immediately began to contact the 9 supreme beings of human civilization. For any life form, the ultimate ascension is crucial. It's best not to be disturbed by anything. Virtual world. Lin Yuan met with the 9 ultimate beings of human civilization. Galaxy Master Yu? The Shenyuan Supreme looked at Lin Yuan, faintly guessing something in his mind. Since the battle between the Galaxy Master and the ancestor of the Tianyu clan, none of the 9 ultimate beings have disturbed him. They wanted to give Lin Yuan more time to adjust his condition. Now Lin Yuan was actively contacting them. I plan to make a breakthrough to the ultimate level. Lin Yuan nodded, having comprehended the 7th realm of spacetime and nurtured the chaos rule, among other achievements. Lin Yuan believed he had done everything to perfection, making a breakthrough to the ultimate level. All 9 ultimate beings simultaneously looked at Lin Yuan. Even though they had anticipated this possibility, they couldn't help feeling anxious. It was even more nerve-wracking than when they themselves had attempted the ultimate breakthrough. The 9 ultimate beings were very clear about the impact it would have on human civilization if Lin Yuan stepped into the 12th layer. At the very least, it would lead human civilization to become the strongest force in the universe, with the other 11 peak tribes having to unite to barely withstand it. If he were stronger, it would mean dominating the entire universe, with no one to contest his authority. This was much more significant than the birth of 1 more ultimate being or even 5 or 10 ultimate beings in human civilization. Even if human civilization gained 10 more ultimate beings or 20, at most they could force the few peak tribe forces to unite. But Lin Yuan becoming a being of the 12th layer? That would mean the peak of the path-splitting realm, indisputably the strongest combat force within the universe. The Robber Clan, having only 2 abnormal supremes at the peak of the path-splitting realm who couldn't fully exert their strength, could occupy the richest territories with the smallest population. Human civilization gaining 1 more supreme force in the peak of the path-splitting realm? The 9 ultimate beings were somewhat unable to imagine it. Galaxy Master, why not wait a bit longer? It's still far from the great doom of the universe. There's no rush. The Shenyuan Supreme suggested after some thought. He was genuinely worried about Lin Yuan failing the ultimate breakthrough. Life that fails the ultimate breakthrough cannot be resurrected by the 12th layer. Actually, the Shenyuan Supreme faintly realized that even if Lin Yuan didn't fail, as long as he perished, those of the 12th layer couldn't resurrect him. To resurrect past lives that have died by reversing the 12th layer flow essentially means using one's own vast life essence to fish for the life imprint deep within the river of time. But Lin Yuan? The Shenyuan Supreme had personally witnessed him dragging down the ancestor of the Tianyu clan with just 1 hand within the river of time. If Lin Yuan were to perish, the ultimate beings of the 12th layer would simply not be able to fish up Lin Yuan's life imprint, even if it was within the river of time. There's no need to wait. Lin Yuan shook his head. His condition was at its peak now, and it would be the same even after 1,000 or 10,000 years. Without stepping into the 12th layer, even if Lin Yuan went through the 12th transit, he would still have to attempt the 12th layer breakthrough in that source world. Instead of that, it would be better to attempt the breakthrough in the main universe. Sir, the novel Fire. Net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. No problem. The Shenyuan Supreme nodded. The 9 of us will definitely protect you with all our strength. The Shenyuan Supreme solemnly said. Thank you. Lin Yuan said. Within human civilization territory. Lin Yuan's figure appeared.